that one and say, hello, welcome back to Three Counties FC stream number, I believe it's 15 today, where we are now with our Three Counties, with our custom team, Three Counties FC. We're in the National League and we're going to go across to the game here and I'll show you how beautiful my game is looking, how different my game is looking right now. It is looking very different. Nimrod, can you check your Discord DM after the stream, please? I can, Nimrod. It's about your database, though, I believe. I saw your message in the Discord, in the main part anyway. It does look very interesting. I haven't properly been able to dive into it yet, but Pav says it looks good. So hold this space. I don't think that's the saying, is it? Right, chat. Welcome back to Three Counties, though, where I have now played 9 games of our new season. Season number 4 is this, and we are in the Enterprise National League, which is work this space. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, watch this space is what I was thinking. What's the first FA Cup game today? I actually don't know, CJ. Who's playing the first game today, chat? Football fixture schedules, please. That's what we usually do on a stream, isn't it? We'll catch up on that. This is where we are, though. After 9 games, we have won 6. We have drawn 3. Which is a little bit disappointing. I think we drew 2 of those on stream last time, and I've drawn 1 more since when I was playing a few games. We are into October. It's the 3rd of October right now. We are right up there with the league leaders, look, aren't we? We are on 21 points. We are unbeaten. It's a good start. However, we're not top, and I thought actually, we did think we were going to romp home in this league, didn't we? Media prediction, we're 1 to 16 odds-on favourites to win the entire league, but right now not quite the case, although I'm hoping that today we can kind of solidify ourselves, play some games, and then that will be the case. First and foremost, though, do you like the skin? Do you like the skin that we're rocking with today? It wasn't dark mode before, and now it's gone to dark mode. I don't actually know what I changed to make that happen, but it might go back to being purple again at some point, but I quite like it at the moment. I've added in some nice little different backgrounds. We've got, this is actually I can't really show you it, but this is actually a Three Counties FC. This is the showground in the background as one of our background images here. And it's got my logo in because that's just, you know, nice for the old ego, isn't it? So yeah, we're looking quite nice here. The player screen, I think, looks quite nice as well. I like the color scheme on this. I think it looks quite smart. And there's loads of other weird little bits in there as well. My God, this skin looks great. I might need it. Was holding off as I got a new computer this week. Nice, Beyond. That's cool. Yeah, this skin, I think, should do a job. I've changed some of the fonts to make them actually work. Before, when you like type the word like Brazil, it would do a space in the word Brazil, but now it doesn't. It actually works, look. So it should be good. But I will probably, for you guys, give you this download link. What I suggest you go and do in the meantime, if you did want this, a new skin, is the Mr. Tinny one is really good. If you search up Mr. Tinny FM26 skin, I'm sure you'll find it. But yeah, it's very nice. It does bring about a better way of playing the game. I do think so. Mushroom Man, a 10 stream streak from you as well. Up the Wyverns, indeed. That is very cool. Mika says, mate, been slowly catching up, watching every minute of this journey. Love your work. I've started to save myself and play religiously. I'm in the Premier League now with 3 counties, Mika. That's very cool. Very cool indeed. You'll have to send me your save file, not so that I can cheat and look at who's going to be good, but I'd love to see like the journey. Oh, by the way, chat, that is a good point. I'm going to ask for some actual modding now. Maybe Ollie, I reckon Beyond you could help with this maybe. Could somebody find me the link for sending me your saves, please? I would really like to record this week a video where I look at your FM26 saves. Because to show that people are having fun playing this game out there. I know that there'll be a lot of FM24 ones too that I could do, but still. Beyond has done a link to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. The link is there, look. There is a link to a Google form where you can submit your saves, and I'll go through them and pick out some good ones and showcase them in a video, which will be good. Well done, Beyond. Good modding from Beyond there. Burks has also given us the FA Cup schedule. 12 o'clock is Birmingham Leeds, 1:30 Grimsby Wolves, Oxford Sunderland at 2, as well as Stoke Fulham at 2, and then Arsenal Wigan at 4:30. That's I'm going out for a roast today, which says everything about those games. I haven't got very far, but I kind of want to show off my strikers. I mean, Mushroom Man, submit it, even if it's just that. Even it might be that I go through every. I was actually thinking maybe we'll do a stream where we go through all the saves, but then I don't know. is that going to be able to be turned into a video as easily? I'm not sure. But still, submit it anyway, for sure. Because I can look at it, even if I don't put it in the video, right? Right. Other things to update you on. There is I talked to the board. I've asked for a senior affiliate. I think we should probably get one. There's no reason not to have a senior affiliate, is there? We might get free loans. It might help us on our journey. I've asked for one. The board were quite quickly said yes. We'll begin the search shortly for a suitable senior affiliate with a shortlist to be presented within the next few weeks. So we'll look out for that one and see. And the other one is that I've made an approach. We need to get a full scout report on this guy, but I've made an approach to sign this guy who I'm sure I scouted before and they said he wasn't going to get a work permit. Scouted him again and now he is. Well, I spoke to his agent and he is going to get a work permit. And he's got like Prem potential. And he plays in Belgium. And we know all about Belgium. So, was it? No, I think I made a bid and he's not going to get a work permit. But next year, if we get promoted, we do get ESC places. So I thought, actually, maybe we do get him. And then we can use him next year. And he's also called Malvin de Meester, which is a brilliant name. Malvin de Meester. I can see him fitting right in our team. So, yeah, we're going to go and do that. Hello, did we transfer saves to FM27? It looks good, doesn't it, Fogman? It looks good. Pringle, how you doing, buddy? Annoying I'm 3 years into my new save and not much progress in a Build the Nation save. I see, yeah. I mean, you could submit it anyway, CJ. And you can talk about, like, we haven't made, like, this is the aim of the save. We haven't got too far yet. But, yeah, you kind of want, with a Build the Nation, you want to see, like, 10, 15, 20 years in, don't you? Can you check Jack Well Morrison? Is his name Jack Well Morrison? I can check. That doesn't feel like a real name. Oh, no. Jack Wells Morrison. There he is. There he is. He plays for Crawley. He's 24. He has played a lot of games for them. He's doing okay in League 2. There you go. You submitted your journeyman save. I did see Beyond. Yes. I will check that one. The song Minnie the Moocher from Blues Brothers from Malvin de Meester. Definitely one that could have a song, couldn't he? Speaking of songs, chat, I've also done some modding so that when we play a game, I've made some player chants into crowd chants. So I've taken them, I've like duplicated them a loads of times so it sounds a bit like a crowd singing them. And it should play with the game sounds using Declan's crowd chants mod. So we should actually get crowd chants happening in game without me having to press the button to do them, which in the future could be really cool because it could mean that when I think Deck's going to work on things like making goal sounds happen and walkout music. So yeah, it could be quite fun. There is one thing that does happen, and that is sometimes when you come out of a game and you're playing just in the menus, the crowd chants also start happening, which is very odd indeed. But listen out for that. Some of them sound great. Some of them sound horrendously bad. But I kind of think that's all for it. Like, it makes it better, right, when they're really bad. I think so anyway. So, yeah. David says, I've been watching your vids for a long time, but first I'm watching a live stream. Hi from Australia. David, very cool. I hope you're good, my friend. How are Worcester doing, says Abstract. Let's check in on Worcester as well, actually. That is a good point. Worcester City are... they are top of the league in League 2. They are flying up through the leagues with Marcus Bettinelli in charge. I mean, yeah, they are legitimately top of the league. Bristol Rovers could go equal with them if they win both games in hand. But look at that. Yeah, menu chants are the best. Very cool. Yeah, Worcester are still doing very well, which is annoying. Is there anything else I need to show you in this? There's loads of little bits that we'll see as we're going through. I've modded so much. Crowd things. Can I show you this? Is this still going to work? If I go back here, look. When did we play Wolves? Here. Oh, we played Wolves at home, didn't we? We played away at Sunderland, didn't we? If I go here and show you the goals... I don't know if this is going to play stadium chants. It might do. But I've also added 3D fans in, but they only work when we play at custom stadiums. And now this isn't loading. I put so many mods in. If my game's broken, it's because I put so many mods in. If we go here and look up here... Is that super loud? Oh, hang on. The sky needs to load in. If we go up here, look. These are our away Three Counties fans. And they are wearing Three Counties kits. Look at that. Look at them. It is a custom Clayts skin. It's not finished and released yet, but yes, it will be at some point when I've made a few more tweaks to it. We've got away fans, look, and they wear Chucky shirts. How cool is that? Ridiculously cool, I think. Anyway, look, they've got this year's home kit on. I mean, they look a little bit terrifying. I won't, like, this guy's head's poking through that woman's shirt, but still, they look, from like afar, doesn't that look really cool? You're the one picking your nose. Yeah, I did add the Christmas jumper in, but I can't spot anyone wearing the Christmas jumper. I don't know if that one's not worked or something, but we've got like, how cool does that look? And the other big update is that I've got Bassy Boy, who makes the stadium mods. He was like, I asked him for some help to make this work, and he was like, I'll make you a stadium. He is making the 3 county showgrounds that we play in game. He is making it as a custom stadium in the game for us. We are getting a legitimately made custom stadium for the 3 county showground, so that we will have custom fans in our stadium. It will have things like Holy and all the other bits in the like it'll be made using all the sponsors and everything, and it will be an actual custom 3 counties ground. Isn't that fun? Tweet that picture out of them in the Holy shirt. I did. Oh yeah, I should actually do that. I tweeted it out from behind before, didn't I? Modern any game is going to break it if your PC's not good enough. Mine's old, so don't bother. Yeah, fair enough, Retro. That will happen. My PC should be good enough, is the thing though. And the game, there will be things that I can get to make the game run a bit quicker. I mean, it's fine now, but it isn't as quick as, isn't as snappy as it was before. But yeah. Oh yeah, the Skybox is cool. That's the other thing with the Skybox. I can now change. You know when it looks a bit like dark and stuff? I can now change the sky. What's going on? Otto, thank you for the 21 months, by the way. I appreciate the resub. I realised that I just read your message without that. The sky should now load in. And if it doesn't... Look, there you go. The sky now loads in to make it... Look how cool this looks now. I think this looks really nice. Yeah, the responsiveness thing they took out. I can change this. Look at this. I can make it night. Oops, got on the club profile. It doesn't look great at night because there's no floodlights on because it's actually a daytime. But like, I can change the sky, which is very... Hang on. There is a crowd chant going on right there. Can you hear them? That's the crowd singing Chucky. I don't know if you... It was quite quiet because it's part of the crowd. But yeah, you become too powerful. I feel like I have become too powerful. Did you hear the crowd singing the Chucky song? Very quiet. Well, it's part of the things. It does sound eerie. It's part of the crowd, isn't it? We don't want it to be too loud. But yes. You just like kind of hear it in the background. Anyway, the game looks really cool. I've had a lot of fun making it become very cool. Hopefully it will just keep getting better and better and better. But let's play a game now. And then if it's very Truman Show, make it rain just on the keeper, yeah. If we need a manager's office. Well, there is, and I don't know where it is, but there is Walton in this skin. Peter Walton is in the skin, but I just don't know where that screen pops up. What I've got is a load of screens that I can edit and put new photos on. So I've changed them all, but Peter Walton will pop up in the game, but I don't know where it is. I think it's in a press conference somewhere. But yeah, there's all sorts. I've been having lots of fun with it. Like this, I think this screen looks quite nice now before a game, right? Let's pick a team. Let's go into a game. We are playing Crewe Alexandria. It's away from home, so we won't see our stadium. But we may see... or may hear some chants and things like that. Peter Walton jump scare. Exactly that. The Emperor Vespasian's last words were, "I think I'm becoming a god." Don't know why. I just thought of that. I mean, yeah. Where's that come from? What made you think of that? How you doing, Keeney? Welcome in, dude. Hope there's no jump scare sound modded in. I don't think so. Keeney says, my regen would like to discuss a new contract with any club in the world who will pay something between Haaland wages and Ronaldo wages. Just spend £250 in Tesco for next to F all shopping. Right. Fair. I feel this game is like a beta for what we're going to get for 2 or 3 years in the time with the jump from FM20 to FM24. For sure. There is no doubt in my mind that this is now... There's so many teething pains, but the potential is just so big that actually... we should still be, well, where I am still in my head, and I get why people maybe aren't. I'm still really excited for what the future can hold, because if they can get it right, which is an if, there is so much potential still for this game, isn't there? Imagine pitch invasions after winning the title. Oh, that'd be so good, wouldn't it? Clarence Clumps is making the bench quite regularly. Look, he's played a game. Morgs. A-level mock exams are over, so I should be able to watch live rather than 3 hours behind today. Very cool. How you doing? He just called me Clumps. I see what's happened there. Right, let's pick... I can hear a crowd chant going on behind... We're in the menus and there's a crowd chant. Listen. This is what I'm talking about. From the side of country. I don't know why they play in the menus, but they do. So it's cool though, I reckon. I think that's cool. Right, the song's back on. There we go. I'd be not surprised for AI integration to come in based on player personalities, coaches, agents, press conferences, fully player-centric game that is never the same. That'd be so cool, wouldn't it? I don't know if they'll ever do it, but it'd be so cool. Yeah, that crowd noise is better. Like I said, CJ, some are great, some are not so great. Yeah, these fans are up for this game away at Crewe. Right, let's pick a team. Brian Okonkwo's in goal because we've got international duty for Boyce Clark and Ronaldo Flowers. Carrington's back, so can go back on the bench. Let's put you on there for Clumps. Rest of the team, Galvan is injured. Hudlin doesn't make the bench, but that's okay. We'll go with Zaroli and Kirby, Robinson, Pereira, Johnson, Dodgson, Owen Dodgson, Myers, Radojevic. Mane's going to play left wing. Wolves might get annoyed with this, but I think whilst Ronaldo Flowers is out, I think we're going to play him on that side, and then Chucky leads the line. We're going to go with that. What skin do you use? This is my own skin. It won't be the same, but a lot of the panels are in the same places as the Mr. Tinney skin. If you wanted to download that one. I can watch all your videos this week come in because no college. Nice, Alexander. There's at least one video coming. I can hear crowd sounds again. Pre-match look. Pre-match crowd sounds are happening. Right, let's address the team. This is a match we should be winning. Let's go and get ourselves into the game. That's also edited. Look at that. If you look on this menu, I just put my own logo in there just because I thought it's cool. I still think it's cool. It is cool. Imagine interactive running crowd chant list in FM saves, and suddenly you're getting sacked in the morning, players. Oh, be so good. There might be ways that you could eventually code that based on how it's like. Will there be certain triggers? So like the probability of a crowd sound being played is on there. I wonder if there is eventually any way that you could do things like game state would trigger it. Because if you can trigger it by like if a goal's scored, I wonder if that could be a thing. Yeah, like the world might well be our oyster eventually, as I'm sort of getting to know it even more so. Right, here we go. We are away at Crewe Alexandra. We need to try and win a game. Let's I'm gonna turn the music down for me a little bit. There we go. Pre-match hype, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with Football Manager. But like, I think that's a lot about what this year's game is all about too. Is like seeing how far you can push it and having some fun with it. Like, look how cool this actually looks with all of our ad boards and stuff and the kits and everything. I think it looks great. Isaac Asimov didn't do world building sci-fi as good as this. He didn't, did he? He really didn't. So we are world building. Exactly. Right, we're on the attack. No, we're not. We're on the defence. We're on the attack. Owen Dodgson has got it back. Now Kirby into Zaroli. Remember we signed Zaroli last time from AC Milan. Although it was on a free, but he was at AC Milan. Policek. Good tackle. Pereira's going to get it back. But this could be 1-0 Crewe. It's over. We're okay. But yeah, I'm going to explore every avenue of building this world and trying to make Three Counties FC as immersive as possible with everything going on, because I just think it's fun and I think it's good. Right, we're on the attack again here. Ball out wide for Myers. Myers is going to cross it for Mane. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. Kirby. Zaroli. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. Luca! So I can still play Lucas on, I suppose, can't I, if he scores? There it is.
He's a gold boy and he's making all the noise. Radojevic. He's pulling out the tricks, making magic on the pitch. Radojevic.
It's a lovely header in front of the keeper. 1-0 to 3 Counties. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. See, at this point, if it's not a custom stadium, our crowd look, I assume these are the away fans because some of them are in yellow. They go back to their normal just yellow t-shirts look. But if it's a custom stadium, you can have the 3D fans with all the kits on and stuff, which is why when we get a custom stadium, we'll have our own fans across the whole stadium wearing the kits, which would be really cool. Hey, Clayts, do you think FM can get more players? Yeah. There's still a load of people who like Football Manager, and there's still a whole new audience, you know, becoming old enough to be interested in the game. So I think so. What could make it the FM Cup patch? I don't know if they'll get it this year necessarily, but it'll be like a bit of a slow grind towards it. FM 26, I think they can. I think people will like, I'll see. I think it's kind of overstated still how few there are playing it. There's still a lot of people playing this game if you think of it like that, but I don't know, we'll see, won't we? FM's on sale, that's one way. Yeah, if it becomes cheaper, then people are more likely to try it. That's true. After the game, you can show the results for the season. It's cut off from the start of the YouTube stream. I can, yes, Morgs, yes, no worries. All good, all good. So far, right, so far so good in this game though. 1-0. We've played 9 games, I'll tell you that. We are third. We've won 6, drawn 3. We are going second if we win this game above Aldershot. Look, we'll expect 3 counties to do a full #United within the next 10 years. IRL, it'd be cool, wouldn't it? But like we're laying all of the groundwork for it, aren't we? Yes. I still don't get why the game is broken to an extent like in lower leagues. If you have a 6'5" striker, they score loads of goals. That's not lower leagues retro, and that's not FM 26 being broken. That's always been the case. Sam, thank you, mate. No worries at all. Right, we've got an injury here. Luca off. The goal scorer will bring Yargo on. Does it say what injury? Not on there, but I've clicked off it. Confirm changes. There we go. Yeah, game's quite cheap now. I think if you go, I think it's like 30 something through like Steam. But I think it's like 26 quid on like CD keys. I saw somebody saying, which is, you know, it's at a price where people might be more likely to give it a try again. We have had that in the past where the game goes on sale and then you see a spike in players and interest in things like videos and stuff. So fingers crossed that happens a little bit this time. That'd be nice, but we'll see. Like I say, there's all sorts of, once a narrative begins, rightly or wrongly, and I think a lot of it was rightly this year, once a narrative begins, people then jump on that anyway, don't they? And people love to hate type of thing. So the game, the SI have to navigate through that now. They need to do something. They need to bring people back in through that. And we'll see what happens, won't we? Right, on the attack, 5 to go. I've not made many subs here. Mane's on a 6.3 and Chucky's on a 6.1. Maybe a goal here will help for Mane. It will. He does score. It's 2-0. We are going to win then away from home. I'm going to take him off now. Oh, Chucky's picked up a knock as well. In fact, I'll leave you on. We'll bring Chucky off and we'll do both midfielders off. Let's do that instead. There we go. Lovely. We've got a chant going on. I can hear it. Oh, it's the Chucky one again. It's the Chucky one. All right, we go second. Lovely. Ooh, I wonder if we get what date is the first? When's the third round of the FA Cup? It's not for a while, is it? 25 quid on loaded, new name for CD keys. Have they rebranded? Have they? That's fun. I like how Dodgson Owen Dodgson's name is like Son Owen Don. A rebrand for CD keys. Interesting. Right, a 2-0 win here. That is about as much as we could expect. Happy days indeed. Address the team, say well done. I've just said they seem to take it quite well, but I told them that was rubbish and that we're training today and they were fine with it. I'm not sure why they would like that, but it worked. Fair enough. Chat, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, could you drop me a like on the stream? That would be very, very appreciated. Thank you to the 22 likes already. Legends. Luca is out for how long? 2 to 3 weeks. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. It means Yaga will come in. Chucky's out for 1 to 2 days. I can hear the Luca song going on in the background. Maybe they're singing about his injury, maybe. That must be what it is, right? Dodgson, Owen Dodgson did very well. Well done, sir. Considering we were considering selling you. Where is my... Oh, he doesn't join. He joins in November. Haven't we got a player joining? Is it November? We've got a left back joining. N'Golo Magai. That's the guy. He joins in 23rd of November. Yes. If you need to buy a striker, there's a guy called Max Physicals that you should look at. You say that. He's not in this save, but basically now I need to be really, really careful that in every future save, we don't end up with Max Physicals and Max Mentals and Max Technicals in the save, ruining the save. It happened last year when we did this. And I think Pav's already started a game and he's got them in there. So, yeah, you say that. It's when you actually start a new save and then 10 years in, Max Physicals is top goal scorer in the Premier League. And you're like, ah, that's annoying. Is there a super Lenny manager in this save? I actually don't think I've ever checked for Lenny in this save, but I don't think so. Lenny Clayton, I assume his name will be. No, he's not in the save this time. He was too powerful last time. He kept taking the jobs that we wanted. You might as well get unloaded though, as you just get a Steam code and redeem it like you do on Fanatical. You do, unless you want to support me by using the Fanatical code. But yeah, that's true. Standard 4231 or some specific person instructions. It's basic. There's a few instructions, but pretty much standard in terms of where we're at with it. 4231. In possession, it looks like this. Out of possession, it drops down into this. It is Mr. Tinny Skin-ish. I've made loads of changes to it. I use that as a base, yeah, Abdul. But I've changed loads about it. A lot of the things are in the same places, but the screens are differently in some things. So kind of is the answer to that. Kind, sort of. All right, we are Jeffrey Boney injury, 1 to 3 days. Let's continue. I'm an older gamer. I've played all of them, even the first one back on the Amiga. Yes, this year's version was a bit of a big letdown. It's getting better with each patch, though. Still not the best, but getting there. Yeah, I think it's getting there. Right, we are expecting Malvin de Meester not to get a work permit here, but I'm going to try and sign him without one, is the plan. So I will appeal and pay. I don't think he's going to get one, but I'm hoping he'll still join without, is the plan. And then next year, we'll get him on. Maybe we'll loan him this year, but next year, then we can get him on an ESC place and he should be really good. That's the plan with him. Right, Lucas out. We've got an FA Cup game. We do begin our FA Cup journey now then. Haringey Borough is our opposition. Yago will begin. Will begin. He will begin. He will start. We'll put Ronaldo Flowers back on the bench, bring the keeper back in. It's 32 on Fanatical, but with your code, might be in the 20s, I think. Yeah, there you go. So it's not too different if you did want to support. But, you know, you do you, innit? You're doing a Red United save with loads of debt. I'm in Season 3 and fighting for the league again. Lost on playoffs before. But every year I lose in the FA Cup to a team league below. Cursed. That's weird. I'm like the opposite. I'm like getting the FA Cup and my team can't lose. But then I'll lose in the playoffs in the league and stuff. Weird. We've had some great FA Cup runs, haven't we? We ended up going out to Newcastle one year. Did we go out to Sunderland? We went out to Sunderland last season, I think, right? Like, we've had some great runs. Who's Josh Robinson wanted by? Wimbledon wants Josh Robinson. Bradford wants Simo. Interesting. Let's do... Good morning, James. How are you? I hope you're well. Right, let's do Mane back on this side. Where is... Oh, I can't even see him because I'll tell you why. I had so many people on trial, I've filtered out on trial. They're all gone now. We can do that again. Mane starts this side and we'll bring Ronaldo Flowers back in, I think, for this game. Back from international duty. Normally in other days, I'm like, yours weird. It's got. I guess that's quite fun though, isn't it? Doing well, thanks, and you. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not too bad. There you go. Beyonce done all of the research on the prices. Good stuff. We're going to go with this, I think. Zaroli, Kirby, Mane, Yargo, Flowers, Chucky, Haringey, Borough, away. Is this... Oh, I think I could have had seven subs there. That's a shame. You're missing a sub. Yeah, 2 subs, I think, Mr. Tupua. Oh, no, just 1. Oh, well. Oh, well. I wouldn't... You can only use 5 anyway, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, you're right. My bad. What? Right, we're favourites. Let's tell them that. There is the Haringey Borough team. We've got some new gens in there. That's quite. They might be quite good then. Who knows? There's our team. Shame that new gen faces don't show up on that. Like Pereira has like a silhouette rather than a face on there, which is a shame. We've got no stand over there, just some trees. We should probably win this, shouldn't we? Did you watch the Villa game last night? We deserved to lose that because the ref was so against Newcastle. I mean, we talked about it earlier, actually. Yeah, it was a weird one. Very odd. Strange refereeing. Also, Marco Bizzo. What is he actually doing? So strange. Right, here we go. Underway. We're going to win that ball back, are we? Yes. Yargo. Over the top for Chucky. Can Chucky get us underway with a goal? He's going to cut back. Mane. Kirby. Doing a journeyman gone to Roma. Lovely. Yargo! The Brazilian scores. Is he on? He is. Ole, ole. Good finish from Yargo, that. Good finish. Quite, it ends abruptly, that chant. Nice chant. Good work. Villa should be down to 9 men, in my opinion, maybe. It doesn't matter now, though, does it? My headphones were quite loud then. Yeah, was that loud? Apologies if that was super loud. I don't actually know how to turn that down. My bad. I can turn the Yargo. I can try. If I go... I can try to... If the Yargo one is loud, it doesn't play often, so we don't know, do we? I just joined and got jump scared by that. Yeah, that will happen, yeah. Right. Okay. That should be quieter for next time. We'll see if he scores again. We can test it. He's actually a really good keeper. Just one weird mistake in him once in a while. Genuinely never put foot wrong in Europe. Our priority is clearly Europa, and rightly so. Yeah, fair. Readjusted again. It was because I had them all the way out. Okay. I mean, to be fair, JP said the same thing. Mane? Side netting. Ole, ole. Yeah, you see, that's the background, look. In here, look, it's just a nice 3 counties background that you can see there. Can we get some bets going this stream? That is a great question. Mods? Is anyone willing to do some... we could do some channel point predictions for sure. Just need the mods to actually do it, but yeah. Yeah, considering we're not really doing transfers and we're just going to try and get through a few games, have a chat, that might be a good idea. Ronaldo Flowers. There isn't a Ronaldo Flowers chant that the crowd should do at some point. It goes, oh, wait, it is Ronaldo Flowers, like that. Ollie will do one next game. There we go. Ronaldo Flowers. Yargo, let's test it. Is it super loud still? Ole, ole. I don't know if that was so loud. You have channel points sitting there. Yes. Now it's fine. There we go. Good. Good adjustments. 2-0, 2 from Yargo. In for the injured Luca. And he's taken his chance, isn't he? Much more palatable. Good stuff. Yeah, please help me with things. I swear, all of my audio settings just get reset every stream. So I get them right, and then next time they're super loud or super quiet again. But yeah, still. Morning, Clayts. I enjoyed your max vid, but do you think the low stamina and natural fitness of max technicals and mentals affected their ability to play whole games? Yes, Juicy Almond. Chucky! Let me come back to that. We need to hear a song.
His name's Chucky.
Loud. That sounds loud.
He's a star. He is
Turn it down a bit. That might have gone down, I don't know.
He scores goals.
Bum, bum, bum. Back to that. Sorry, Juicy Almond. Yes, but stamina and natural fitness are physical attributes, and not mental or other ones. So, yeah, kind of. If they do, that sort of is what we're testing, right? And I'd say what you're saying is they should have been slightly higher, but I think the difference needed to be about them. We've done it before and tested, so this is why they were where they were, type of thing. Chucky scores again. It's 4-0.
His name's Chucky.
Who's right to have an eardrum blown up by the Chucky song? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Kind of the point.
He scores goals at the lane and easy. Chucky is his name.
And also, just with that video, because there's a lot of comments and stuff on it, I feel like you need to trust me in some cases. Like, I take it all on board, but also, especially with videos that we've done in the past and had all the comments from those ones as well, you need to trust me that I've thought of most of these things and adjusted it and put it in the place where it's best for the video. Like, it can become a really quite boring experiment where you have control zones and and people are like, this is a terrible experiment, you should have made every player this and had 10 teams of this and blah blah blah, and then you think actually there's no storyline to that video and it's really boring. It is simply a test, which is great. It's just very different content and it wasn't the content that I was making, type of thing. What I wanted was a story-led video where we've got these three brothers and we have one's the mentals, one's the physicals, one's the technicals, and we can see how they do, and there needs to be a gap between the attributes, otherwise there isn't a difference in their journeys. And actually I think it ended up being that it was a good journey and a good story, because even though, without this being a spoiler, even though physicals was clearly the best player, he didn't actually achieve more than the other ones. There was only one of the other ones who won a Champions League, type of thing. That was the driving force of the video. So whilst the comments are completely legitimate and like, you're not, but the people saying them aren't wrong at all, it's sort of, it was already something that I'd factored in, and there was a reason that things the way they were, because ultimately, what was the driving force? Is it to be a super scientific experiment, or is it to be a story-led fun video? You lean towards those things, don't you? That's kind of it. And obviously, if I did that whole spiel in the video, it wouldn't have been great. But yeah, I'm sure that you can appreciate that. Manny, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, dude. Yeah, no, fair. I just thought with physicals, it was emphasizing speed and acceleration being the most important attributes versus max technicals. Yeah, I see what you mean. But no, it's just, it also, when you start doing things like that, people then complain about doing things like that, going, would have been literally, and you're not wrong with what you're saying at all. But picture it like this: if I had done all of the physicals except for natural fitness and stamina, can you imagine how many people would then be going, well, it's not very fair because the natural fitness is part of the physical attributes and stuff, so, and stamina's part of physical attributes, blah blah blah. You should have been. If you see, that's the internet, isn't it? That's the internet. Same thing with the height and the jumping reach. People getting upset as if the physical attributes isn't also your height as a physical attribute, type of thing. And if I didn't change the height, people going, he should have been, he's got 20 jumping reach, blah blah blah. It's just there's always going to be, but actually, you know, one of those. And I don't think you were. I think you actually asked it in a much more genuinely asking the question thing. And also, yeah, the height doesn't matter because it's the jumping reach anyway, isn't it? Blah 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 blah. Blah, boring. But yeah, you the way you were asking was much different to that. I know that. I am not putting you in that bracket at all. The people who genuinely like, I'm not watching this anymore. Fine, all right. If you don't want to watch it anymore because he's 6'11", I don't really want you to watch it in the first place, because you're not my type. That's not the target audience here. I want people the vibe. It's just the wrong. That's a different vibe, isn't it? And that's fine, because you don't need to announce that. That's okay. I don't expect everyone to enjoy every video, because that's also impossible, isn't it? It's okay. And also, your opinion's absolutely fine. All good. Nobody enjoys whimsy anymore. Exactly. Come on, we all have a bit of whimsy, don't we? But yeah, Juicy Almond, I'm absolutely not including you in that bracket either, by the way, because the way that you asked was, do you think this would have affected it? Which is exactly the vibe. That is the vibe, for sure. What we're saying here is tall footballers for the win. That's the science. Yes. If they've got good jumping reach. Yes. Also think everyone knows physicals are by far the most important. Exactly, right? That wasn't like a surprise as well. And obviously I couldn't say that in the video game. We all know who's going to win here because that's not, retention doesn't work like that. But I think there's still a bit of interesting story building in it, which I think is the fun. People are rationally upset about an FM video. I don't believe you. No. To be fair, people weren't upset about it. People just like to put their comments in, don't they? They weren't actually weren't upset. It was all good. It's all good. And actually, yeah, blame Pav. Again, go back to this. We talked about it at the start of the stream. I have to deal with all these people getting upset about people like going, why is he 6'11"? I didn't even make him 6'11". Pav did. All right. So I ask him to do me a favor. Can you make these? Yeah, he's like, yes. And then he does something like that. And then I have to take the brunt of it. Which I know what they'll say. Make it yourself then. All right. I was too busy making their faces. But nah, all good. All good. Right, we've won 4-0. I didn't make any subs. We're through in the FA Cup, though. Lovely. It's always me. They should know exactly, yeah. How doing, Breezy, though? Hope you're good. Thank you for the 65 months. 65 months, Breezy. Legend. I'll apologise as a comment every video. Yes, please. Thank you. Preemptively. Right, we have got ourselves 10k. We actually, by the way, you know how we had loads of money last year? We actually don't have loads of money anymore. We have got 24k. 65 months is not very peasanty, is it? Not at all. We've only got 25k in the bank. I'm hoping that's going to be okay because we're going to get a load of money from this year as well. But that's a lot lower than it was, wasn't it, when we were at over 1 million? Where did the money go? I think it's paying back the debts because we paid for a new stadium. So I think that's where the money has gone. If I move out the way here, look, we've got 933,000 remaining debt. And I think that's where the money is going. Obviously, also, they've given us a massive transfer budget. Also, we've got a lot of wages and stuff. Well, actually, we haven't, comparatively to other teams in the league. Can you still see that, by the way? If I go to the league table, which, what's the easiest way? If we go here, can you still see team stats and finances? We actually do have the biggest salary in the league. All right. I told a lie. We actually do. We are spending a lot in wages. I thought we were going to be way lower than that, but we are paying loads. And this is because we got given so much money last year that we started paying the wages, didn't we? So, to be fair, this is all like pay to win from us. Max Technicals had same height and traits as Messi. Nobody noticed that. Frauds. I know, right? Crazy. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Net transfer split. Yeah, we're not on that one, though. That's probably why we've got no money. It's all going into wages. But I'm hoping if we get promoted, the Wrexham strategy, exactly. If we get promoted and have a cup run, it's sort of all fine anyway. And that means, what round was that in the cup? It's probably easier to go to fixtures. That was the 4th qualifying round. Clayts is a deep fake AI. This is me presenting. Right. Can only win with money. Clayts is a checkbook manager. True. True. Oh, Pringle. I just saw as well. You had a 10-stream streak, legend as well. First round next. Yes. It hasn't been drawn yet. Hopefully we get like a League 2 team or something that can give us okay money. That would always be good. Dun, dun, dun. It's, yes, Breezy, it is, but I've changed it to make it unrecognizable. A lot of the things are in the same places. It started with the tinny skin, but I've made loads of tweaks to it using the skin builder, basically. There's a lot more Walton in it than Tinny had in his. It looks good, doesn't it? I think it looks decent. Got Plymouth as you're about to ignore it. We got Plymouth, chat. See, I'm just AI. The chat actually control everything that I do. I'm just AI. We've got Plymouth in the FA Cup first round. Plymouth Argyle play in. Could I see this? Play in. Is it League 2? League 1. Can't imagine Tinny had much Walton. Very, very little Walton in the skin, yeah. League 1, and that is at home. So a bumper crowd. Not the end of the world, actually. to have that one at home. It gives us more of a chance of winning it, doesn't it? A travesty, exactly. Can't imagine it had much Walton. Thing is, we haven't come across any Walton yet, and I don't really know where it is. Is it because I don't do press conferences? Shall I make it so I do press conferences quickly? I don't know if I'm even set to not do it. Let me do responsibilities and then do media. Yeah, Toby's doing all of them, look. Let me take control of some press conferences and see if Walton appears anywhere. Referee Manager 27, Walton on the cover. That, I mean, it's a game I'd play. You know how everyone now, because of AI, are like making their own games, like using Roblox and just coding their own games on it. Have you seen that? Lots of people doing that and making millions really quickly. Should we make a Referee Manager 27 using on Roblox and make it massive? You just manage. I did. Old habits die hard. I did. I set myself to do all the press conferences. A press conference came round and I sent Toby to it anyway. I did. You'll help. Yes, please. And when I say we make it, can somebody make it and I'll put my name to it? I didn't even read it. Literally nothing. It didn't even go in. Right, we're going to play a game instead. We've got some tired players. Boston United in the National League. Let's give Mane a rest for Myers. Let's do... Chucky's a bit tired, but he's going to play. Have we got a left back? No, he's injured. Have we got a right back? Yes. Let's do Carrington for Josh Robinson. After the success of Ref FC, give the people what they want. All 5 people. Those 5 people loved Ref FC. There weren't any discerning comments on that video. Not enough people saw it to leave any. There was no comments on that video. But yeah, you're right. Should be a prediction. Yes. Ollie is going to do a prediction. It is up there now. How many goals will 3 counties score in this game? 0 to 2 or 3+? Use your channel points, chat. If you're on Twitch, this is. If you're on YouTube, you'd have to come across to Twitch to do the prediction and then come back. Use your channel points, though, to predict for this game. We are at home to Boston United, if that helps. And Chucky is playing, if that helps to persuade you. Right now, 6 out of 7 again. I can have another sub. Why have I not got 7 subs then? Which one am I missing? Oh, keeper. Let's pick a Conquo as a keeper. There we go. Right now, more people predict that we are going to score 3 goals or more. You could make some serious money by hedging the bets a little bit here and going for 0 to 2. I see a couple people doing that, thinking there's big monies to be made. Big channel points to be made. Make another Wonder Kids video, please, bro. What do you mean by another Wonder Kid? As in, like, listing Wonder Kids? Like, that type of video, Akminer. Or one where... You have to let me know. Maybe. We could do a second channel type video like that, maybe. Bets have been hedged. Nice, Breezy. Smart from you. Smart from you. Right, there is the league table. We are second, a point behind Dorking Wanderers. Mark White is no longer at Dorking Wanderers. When we last checked, it was... What's his face? Oh, we've got a song going on. Everybody sing along. Ali, 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 oh. Right, we're on the way. Would be funny if Mark White had sacked Mark White. He may have done, or they had a takeover. What's his face? What's his name that I'm talking about, by the way? Let me pause it, because this channel prediction is still going on, and people could do some dodgy stuff here. If you do a similar save to your Berwick one, that is, what is the other choice? Cardiff, Wales only, and move to the bottom. Yeah, possibly. Do a Welsh only one, or you go abroad and do it in a different place like that, couldn't you, I suppose? But yeah. Yeah, listen to the Wonder Kids How I Found Your Channel. I think a lot of people like those videos. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, most people know them, but maybe, yeah, there could be another one. Like, hit more hidden ones and then slightly smaller. Yeah, maybe there is a bit of scope for that type of video. You might be right. That has to be his nickname now. What's his face? Who is it? The guy who he's in charge of Wildstone. Is that who he's in? He was in charge of Wildstone. Ollie, you know his name. Welsh players for Merthyr. That could work, yes. There is definitely loads of clubs that you could do that example with, couldn't you? For sure. Felt very deja vu yesterday. Sam Cox, that's his name. Chaz, you win. Ding, 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 ding. Chaz wins. Going to the match yesterday against Salford because it was the same team in the same competition at the same ground with the same manager. That is very deja vu. Yes, right. I'm going to press play here. And if you're smart, you hold off until the last second to see if we've scored any goals. Sam Cox is the manager of Dorking in game now. That's why. That's why I'm bringing him up. And he's also called What's His Face now. Feels like what happened in my save. Let me check. I think, well, maybe he's definitely not the manager anymore. And I feel like he did get sacked, so we'll see. Unless he's got a new job, maybe. Where? Brooke Myers brings it down lovely. Scores. There's one goal. If you haven't put your bets in yet, you can put them in right now. 7 minutes in, there is one goal. Wow. I don't know if you can you change your bets, maybe. Uh-oh. Brooke Myers is a lovely finish, by the way. Brings it down beautiful. Cross the keeper, 1-0. I'm going to pause it for the remainder of this bet now, just to see. Go defensive, I reckon. Yeah, let's go just for the bets. Let's go very defensive. Have you seen, by the way? That's a nice update. Very, very small thing. But when it was just nice little graphic alongside the shout now. I like that. Makes a difference. Right. The prediction's about to end. It's now very 50-50 of people who think we're going to get 0-2 or 3+. Let's see. Yeah, he sacked himself on the 2nd of May, replaced by Darren Pearce, who was then sacked and replaced by Luke Waterfall. You shouldn't go chasing him. They're playing the Chucky song again. They're not. They're singing it again. Yago! It's 2! Oh, my words! Already! Already! Ole, ole. Yago. Maybe you set the bar a bit low. Maybe. Because it's a home game. I don't know. You're going to have to hope that nothing much happens now for the last 77 minutes of the game. We can readjust it. We can do it. We'll do another prediction next stream, won't we? The next stream. Well, I mean, we will. But next game. And you can chase your losses, chat. If you lose loads of money, just put loads more predictions in and chase your losses that way. Fine. That's the right thing to do, I think, isn't it? Right, we've got another highlight starting. Zaroli's nicked it. Flowers. Okay. If Boston get back into it, that's something, isn't it? Doesn't look like they're going to. You're paying for your lack of faith, which I find disturbing. Yeah, when the fun stops, deposit another 1,000 channel points. It's 3! Ronaldo Flowers! I don't have his song on here, but he has got a chant. Ronaldo Flowers makes it 3. Clayts encouraging unhealthy gambling of channel points only. Disclaimer. Channel points only, and if you want to get more channel points, you have to watch for longer. I think do you get extra channel points for things like donating bits and stuff like that? I feel like that's test it, I reckon. You get extra for being a sub as well. There you go. See, and watching the VODs. What are you doing? Kanaya, did he handball that? He looked a bit like he did. 1.2 bonus for Prime sub. There you go. Easy points. Ronaldo Flowers. Anyway, has that been paid out? I assume it has. You might as well pay it out now, right, Ollie? Unless somehow unless the game gets called off. That would null and void it, I assume. Zaroli, what a finish that is. There's more points if you're tier 3, by the way. Everyone should become tier 3 subs. That's what you should do. That would help. Don't worry, you still have 82k. As long as you keep enough to potentially rename new gens, that's kind of what you're in it for, isn't it? You get extra for sending messages in chat. Exactly. You should all be doing all of these things. It's very important for you to be able to use the money, sorry, not the money, the points in predictions. It's 4-0, by the way, inside the first half. We are still not top of the league, though. Dorking Wanderers, with Sam Cox in charge, look, is still indeed, or they are still indeed top of the league. It rewards interaction. Exactly. Oh, my coffee's gone very cold, but we're going to finish it off now. You could do another very quick prediction for half time. for people to chase their losses. How many goals in the second half? Clayts 365, exactly. Kokota bet. What was it called? Was it just called Die Bet? It might have been, right? We've got French bet going on now, though. All right, we are 4-0 up at half-time. Billy Joel o'clock, exactly. 4-0 up, romping to victory. Cheeky half-time, yeah, exactly. A little half-time, full-time. I assume that's a type of bet, isn't it? I don't gamble, so that's why probably why I sound like this when I talk about it. Very good though from us. We should make subs. Should I make half-time subs? I don't do that very often. Let's do Taylor Richards for a run out second half. We've got a few complacent looking players. So let's give them a rest. Chucky's not scored, so I'll leave him on. In fact, Chucky's going to play wide. And Benny Ashley Seal is going to come on. There we go. French bet doesn't really work. No? Is it not? Bet French? I like that, actually. Like Bet Fred. Bet French. This game sound's gone super loud for anybody else. Were they louder? Like that crowd really cheered there at half time or at the start of the second half. Was that just me? Let me move over here again as well, by the way. Bet French. That's what we go for, I think. Joe is correct, by the way. Click like on YouTube. How you doing, by the way? I hope you're good. Please like the stream. Appreciated. Where's my... That was a while ago. There we go. For some reason, I don't think I had my YouTube chat on there, but there we go. All right. We are into the last 15. Let's do the last couple of changes. RF. Did Benny score? No. Let's bring on Mane and Okino in midfield. We have smashed this, haven't we? Liked YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate. Shroombet is one of those shirt sponsors that is just a random Chinese company that has zero UK presence. Yeah, that is exactly what that is, yes. Good morning, Clayts. How are we doing? I started uploading to YouTube a few weeks ago and it's going better than we expected on the subscriber front, and views are okay, so doing my first ever live stream on YouTube. Enjoy, Rob. Good luck with that. They've scored. Joshua Ayala 4-1. That's cool to hear, Rob. Nice one. What save are you doing on your YouTubes? Right, it's a good goal, but no clean sheet bonuses having to be paid here, which is always good news. Still behind Dorkin and Sam Cox, though. Terrible news. Bet French sounds like a shop that nobody goes to but makes millions. It's the money laundering American candy shops all over again. Yeah. It's like the Turkish barbers with zero customers in there. I think, imagine, I mean, they could score again here. We had some bad endings to games last stream, didn't we? I think did we blow, was it a 4-0 lead that we blew, or was it just 3-0 lead? We drew 4-4 and I think we were 3 goals ahead. It was a terrible bottle job. It's not happening here though. It's a 4-1 win. Very nice indeed. I've just told them we're training it. Why do I keep saying that? We keep winning really comfortably and I tell them that it's terrible. Right, press conference. Let's see if Peter Walton appears anywhere. And he's making all the noise. I don't know why the look, we're in the menus and Radojevic's song is playing. Right. He's not there. This is the screen that I thought it might be, but he's not there. There's no Walton. It's pointless going to these. It might be the news messages about the press conferences. So if you go on here, there is like... There's like a net that you can barely see as an image behind there. Did it last game as well? Yeah, I don't know why. Clayts just wants to break their legs by forcing them to train. Yeah, I literally done it 2 games in a row. I've just criticised them after they've won comfortably. Real. I'm, really cracking the whip at them. There is, though, some of these have little images in, and that might be what I've changed to be. So that's a corner. There might be some Walton in one of those somewhere. I'd love to find the hidden Walton. I'm still like, every time I look at the skin builder, I'm just seeing what I can change, and it looks ridiculous. Let me show you what it would look like. Actually, I don't know how to easily find that. I can't do that. It's like find Wally, exactly. Right, if there is a... Right, this message here, look, is a news article about my press conference. And if I click it... Is that Walton? I think that's where it would be. But at the moment, those are some mics that you can barely see. I think where's Walton. I think that's where it would be. I think. Can I see, if I go to news, can I see anybody else who have done... I think that's the picture. But it's cut off, so I need to adjust this. Next stream chat, I think I know how to get Walton into this thing. I think this is like a press conference, and there's a screen here, and I put Walton's face on it, but it's cut off, so I need to put it over here more somewhere else. I think that might be it. I'll keep playing. Who's Walton? Peter Walton, former referee. Peter Walton. I might still have his image in here, to be honest. Well, to be fair, I can still do this, I think. There he is. There he is. Oh, we found him, chat. We found him. There he is. How you doing, Fairchild? Welcome in, dude. New skin just unlocked. Christ, that's scary when it goes into the loading part. He's back. Absolutely horrifying. I really like it where it goes like that, and you can really see it. Let me... There he is. What skin is that? It's the Walton skin. I mean, you can turn up the opacity of it and everything and really make him show up. How do I do that? Here. Ha! Or like really minimal. Like he is there, but it's very minimal. Like that, look. Nightmare fuel. Official Walton skin. Yeah. We are a strange community. You saw his teeth, yeah. Ah, he said no. We've still got crowd chants going on in between games. It's mental what we're doing here. What a weird game of Football Manager this is. All right, so Malvin I need to persuade him to join us here, which is easier said than done. I think this guy's really good from scouting him before. We can say, I strongly suggest you should reverse your decision to join the... What? Oh, should reverse your decision and join the club. We're going to keep trying to get a work permit for you, and if we're exhausted all of our options without success, I promise you can leave at that point. I think it's probably just that we say to him, isn't it? And then we can hopefully get him. No! Send you out on loan? Maybe? What do you... I really don't... I feel like this is possible, but maybe it's what you have to say to him here, chat. Have you anyone done this in their save? I'd really like to get him. Never got one to work personally. Yeah. I guess I insist here. Love to have you on board. Urge him with the loan. Let's try the loan one. I'm willing to accept at your word, which I'm treating as your bond. I knew that people would know this. I've never done it and it worked. The loan when it has to be the loan and maybe try and send them up to League 2. Mr. Tupua, go for the loan option. It's worked. I think that I might be the greatest person to live. Ollie, you might be. I knew, literally, I always do these and just wait until Ollie tells me what to press and then it works. That's the way to, that is the key to being good at Football Manager. End chat. So does that mean he's going to move now? Because do I get to complete it? Set to sign. Come on. You are the Ollie is the master at player interactions. To be fair, Mr. Tupua said that. And also Andy said that as well. So give them their dues as well. We are signing this guy. He comes in. I don't know when this starts. Now, I believe. He joins now. We might need to find him alone quite quickly. Because I have promised him that, haven't I? He honestly could make a player interactions cheat sheet. He could. What we need to do is each time like make a note of it and then that becomes the cheat sheet because otherwise it's really difficult to know the situation and then remember it. But if we did it as we went through, it could actually work. Right, we've completed the signing of him. He's outrageous, look. Leading League One. Potentially Premier League. Potentially Premier League, chat. Malvin de Meester. The only reason that he hasn't got a club is because he can't get a work permit. But next year, if we get promoted, we can give him an ESC slot and he can play for us in League 2. He's potentially Premier League standard. Poorly only having to do more note taking. Yeah, that is true. What a, like 6'2", 14 pace acceleration, only 8 finishing. But that could be quite fun, couldn't it? Is the skin only available on Patreon? I haven't put it anywhere yet. Yadar. But I will Yardav, I think. But I will if I put it on Patreon, I'll put it on there as a free one probably, to be honest. But I haven't put it anywhere yet. It's only because at the moment it's kind of Mr. Tinney's skin that I've just tweaked. So I don't want to go and like put it on Patreon and make money from a skin that is essentially not mine but sort of is at the same time. It's one of those murky middle grounds on it. That's why. Like I have done loads of changes to it, but like the colouring and the fonts and everything is all different too, but that's why. But if I do, it'll be free anyway. So don't worry. It's just not available yet. Right. Do I now offer him out on loan though? Loan status available for loan. Let's see if anyone will loan him. He's been promised to find a suitable loan move. So let's do that. Shall I offer him? I don't really mind. Like how much he plays. It'd be lovely if he did play, but let's see if anyone will sign him. How long is the promise? That's actually a good point. Can I check that anymore? You used to be able to go to your manager screen and then promises were here. My profile? I don't know where you check your promises anymore. Oh, actually, I haven't checked these in a while. Who's my, who am I? I'm an adversary to Steve Cottrell. Can type promises. I might have to do that. Why do I hate Steve Cottrell? And why does Marcus Fairclough dislike me? This guy's unfriendly with me. There's a lot of agents that don't love me. Also some journalists that don't particularly like me either. That's the only way I can find it. Yeah. Promises. Cheltenham, your rivals. I assume they are one of them. Yeah. 168 days. Yeah, localish. Yeah. Hey, C-Hutch, hope you're doing well, my friend. We'll enjoy the VOD later. Thanks, dude. Thanks. VOD watchers, by the way. Hello. Chat, can we say hi to VOD watchers? And if you're a VOD watcher, you also have to leave a comment right now saying, hello, VOD watcher here. Chat, say hi. It's only fair to talk to the people in the future and say hi to them. 168 days. I also need to do the same for Clarence Clumps, which is a weird one. He hasn't got a loan either. Hey, VOD peeps. Exactly. There you go. Where's Tony on your hate list? That's true, actually. He should be right at the top, shouldn't he? Bloody Tony. But I don't know. What's Three Counties? Like the English equivalent of Athletic Bilbao? No. Three Counties is an area, a region in England's IRL, right? The Three Counties show is like Herefordshire, Gloucestershire, Worcestershire, where they come together and do things. The Three Counties. That's what it's based on. As we've done lots of saves from that type of area of England anyway, which is where I'm from. You seen that IRL Hereford are having to play the games at Worcester? I know, yeah. Hereford's basically still under Walton. Water, yeah, it's not good. They also lost 5-0 yesterday. 5-1? They lost heavily to Southport yesterday. It's pretty bleak for Hereford IRL right now. I won't lie. Do we need an... yeah, no. Leonie, let's do it and just say it's not available. Could you say under Walton? Good. They scored. They did, yeah. Exclamation mark skin. The Clayts skin, say the Clayts skin is based off the Mr. Tinney skin. And then... What's that? What's that? Slightly changed it, but yeah. Is based on the Mr. Tinney skin. This isn't available yet, but will be soon. Something like that type of thing. They're under Peter Walton. You have Peter on the brain. I must do. I've just got Walton on the brain. Who hasn't at this stage? Look at him. Beautiful. How doing, Will? Shut up, Will. How doing, my friend? Long shot, but can you ask for coaching badges in FM26 on console if anyone knows? I don't know the answer, but I would assume you can. I don't know. Can you right-click on your manager name or something? I know you can't right-click, but if you go to your profile, it's here on here often. If I can ask for one, it's on here. But, yeah, I don't know. Julian, we are going to do a Catanzaro-like series soon. Mr. Tinney is T-I-N-I. And do it all one word, Leonie. But, yeah, otherwise that's perfect. We're going to do a youth-only series soon. I just need to pick a team. I'm thinking Spain. We did Italy, and I don't think I want to do England because I've done lots of English saves. I think I might do a lower league or like second. It worked really well with Catanzaro. Second division, like Italian team kind of worked because it gave us a bit of grind before we got to the top league. I'm thinking second division Spain, something like that for it. Belgium, my love of Belgium, that is true. That is true. But yeah, no, it's very much on my agenda. Don't worry about that. I am just in the moment kind of working towards the best way to make it a really successful series again. So many people love it, and this happens all the time. They're like, do it again, do it again. It never quite gets as many views the second time around, and I want to make sure that it does if I can. So that's kind of it. By the way, I'm studying for a B license, which is why I can't ask for a new one right now, as you can see here. Right, we have a match. Let's go to that match. The requirement for release clauses in Spain makes it a bit tougher. Exactly, Mushroom Man, exactly. We have to put release clauses in. We might lose some of our really good players because of the release clauses in there. But at the same time, that gives us the money which we can reinvest into the youth setup. I feel like that could be quite fun. And then obviously going up against Real Madrid, Barcelona is a massive challenge too eventually. So it could be good. I think it was the best series, Tobias. I think it was one of those times where I got so fully invested in a save, and people really, I think, responded to how fully invested I was in a save. And then the whole youth academy side of it, it really worked, didn't it? And it really worked with the Catanzaro save, like how long the videos were and stuff. Like, I think it was just pure Football Manager, wasn't it? Rather than like, I really like sometimes, you know how every video has to be above and beyond, and it has to be this big crazy thing that we're doing. That sort of wasn't. It was sort of just plain old Football Manager. It was really good. Remember watching the Catanzaro save when we were on trains going around Italy, which was fun. That's very cool. Yeah, I highly recommend it. If you didn't ever watch that series, go back and watch it. It still, I think, really would hold up, even though we've got a new game now. Unknown, I'm managing a League 2 team, and I'm wondering if I keep my tactics simple or have a bunch of player instructions. Don't be terrified by the player instructions, to be honest. Unknown. It's all relative. They can handle it. I know a lot of people going, it's lower league, so I'm going to play a 4-4-2 with no instructions. They can handle it because you're also playing against League 2 teams. So I wouldn't be scared of it. Maybe somewhere in the middle type of thing. He's dropped off now, but one of my strikers was better than a goal a game. Very nice. The update has improved your tactic. To be fair, I've not even thought about that. I've not changed anything, and we're still winning games after the update, so that's good. Didn't even think about that, did I? That one and the Berwick one. Nice, Andy. Nice. All right, let's go and pick a team here. Luca's still out. We can't play Malvin Demeester, obviously. Can I make him available for the under 20? I don't know if they can play. I can move him to Malvern. Can he play for the under 21s at all? I assume not if he's not got a work permit. How long Galvan injured for? Torn knee ligaments. I didn't realise it was that long. He's got another 6 weeks still. Youth only San Marino, not allowed to use San Marino Academy. Mushroom Man, funny that you mentioned San Marino. There's a San Marino base video coming out next week. I've done the save / simulated the save, recording it tomorrow. So I probably won't do San Marino just for that reason, but there is a video based on them next week, which is quite a fun one. I'll give you a clue. I've simulated 100 years, chat. My PC has been feeling like it's going to explode. 100 years of simulation. CD Baskonia could be a good one. They're the affiliate to Bilbao, so they'd be a natural rival. Ooh. And because that'd be such a competitive... what league are they in? They must be really low down, but there's such... The only problem with that is that I need to be really careful with things like... People get angry about like the Basque thing is the thing. But we can cross that bridge, I'm sure. The catchment area will be really competitive, so any good youth players would still be going to Bilbao, and having to manage that would also be really tricky, wouldn't it? I don't know why these songs are still playing so often. Very annoying. Right. Let's bring Josh Robinson back in. Let's bring Mateus Mane back in. 4th tier, are they? As I think I was planning on going a bit higher, but not completely against it. The Asian Dream is still your favourite video. I'm glad you enjoyed that one, Chaz. To be fair, it's done all right. It's got, I think it's like 100k. Has it tipped over 100k yet, that video, by the way? But like, that is the most work I've ever put into any video ever. And like, compared to like the other movies, it didn't do as well. But I also kind of thought I knew that because as I was recording it, but it was a bit of a labor of love type of thing where I was like, I still want to do this. And to be fair, in the end, it's done okay now. How do I see that? Just adds another layer, but I get it. Yeah, for sure, Burks. No, completely. It's a really nice suggestion. I will have a look at it for sure. It's just how long I want to... You have to manage, like, just weigh all these things up, don't you? Radojevic. 98k. So it will get 100 eventually. All right. Let's go with this. You did start a Build a Nation in San Marino in 24, but the database I downloaded used cup rules for booking, so 1 game ban for 2. And then for every subsequent one, I got burned out on it. So if I do it again without a vanilla DB, I'll have to check that before. That's true. Yeah, you will need to check those things. Did not watch The Asian Dream. Would have to see that. It's a full movie, Nwiki, Ernest, and I think it's about an hour and 50 minutes long. Is it an hour? Hour and 6 or something minutes long. And it's good fun. We take over a Kazakhstan team, Astana, and have to win the European Champions League only using Asian players rather than any Europeans. So it's a slog. There's a montage in there to Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run. That should be enough, right? Your PC can do things so quickly now. Right, Beyond, I'll be sending you save files to simulate for me then, please. Thank you. Showing off about your PC. Right, we're underway. We play Torquay, I want to say. Is it? Yes, Torquay United indeed. And we are top of the league as it stands. I assume that Dorking are losing or have lost. It is nice when you go higher up the leagues and the teams that you're playing have proper kits in. It really makes a difference for like how nice this like match experience actually is. It probs could too. That's the best part. Love it. Is that the one with the Rooney Bargy with his Q80 dual heritage? Exactly that, yes. Born in Syria with Q80 dual heritage, Rooney Bargy was counted. Again, that's another one of those where it's like people get angry in the YouTube comments and you're like, what's fun here? That, including that and using that or not. And that's kind of the driving force between the decisions. We also sold him later on, didn't we? So it wasn't even as if he was like, he was so OP. It wasn't a really good role of Rooney Bargy in that video. Exactly. I set the rules and then followed them to my own sort of like what I'm comfortable with. That's the other thing as well, that people get really angry with these rules. You broke the rules. I was like, yeah, but I set the rules at the same time. If I'm comfortable with it, you have to think like, trust me a bit on this, that I've weighed it all up and made a decision. It's 1-0. Harrison Minturn own goal. That's a very harsh own goal. But I get it. People are like, you set a rule, stick to it by the absolute thing. I was like, yeah, but you just interpreted my own rule. That's surely a chucky goal. When I set the rule, I also had this in mind. You interpreted it differently type of thing. Added the Asian dream to my watch later. Missed that one. Also, yeah, Dorking are losing. They are indeed. They are over here, look. 1-0 down to Eastbourne Borough. This could be important. Could take us to the top of the league. After, what is it, like 12 games? I know, for sure. Well, it's one of those, isn't it? If I wasn't... Ooh, that's a red card, I think. He's elbowed him in the face, I think. Yeah, Ronaldo Flowers offside for an elbow in the face. It also came up with a message saying 3 Counties FC players are upset. They think he's wasting time. He got elbowed in the face by Ronaldo Flowers. Straight red. Okay. I'm going to play Yago wide, I think. And we're just going to go like this. Rather than change too much. But that could be a problem. The believers aren't going to be happy. No. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy, and the vocal minority tend to spoil things for everyone else. They don't spoil it, but yes. Your point stands for sure. I wouldn't say they spoil it, but the vocal minority will always have their say, won't they? And what is beautiful about that is that because so many people are watching the videos, there's so many voices, good and bad. And I have to, like, you just remind yourself of that going, you know, this is because so many people are watching it. People aren't generally going to comment if they liked it. Which, by the way, chat, please do. If you liked the video, please say, love this video. Genuinely, you have no idea how much that helps out a content creator. It will genuinely make them smile. You probably think, oh, they don't care. But if you do enjoy a video, just saying you really enjoyed the video, leaving it as a comment, not just for like the engagement terms, is such a nice little boost for the people who've made that video. You also saying it in the Discord also works, Mushroom Man. Absolutely. Just because it becomes a thing with the comments. It's usually someone, and usually people are really polite about it as well in the comments, saying, I enjoyed the video, but blah, blah, blah. But as soon as there's a but, you're like, oh, that type of thing. But just saying, yeah, this was great, really is a nice thing. Chucky, 2-0 with 10 men. Come on.
His name's Chucky. He's a star. He is Caleb Chuckwu Emeka.
First time cross from Yago, look. Back post header. 2-0 is it? 2-1. Yep. I completely ignored their goal there. Yep, 2-1. Sorry, chap. That's good. Do you think Arsenal will bottle the league with any luck? Fingers crossed. 32 unknown. In all seriousness, no, I think Arsenal still win the league. But, oh, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Have you watched The Room? I haven't watched The Room. What is that? I haven't. Yesterday, relating to that, I think a Salford player went down very easily and I must have shouted at the top of my lungs. He's dived, ref. If you found the exact point, you can probably hear me shouting. Nice. I think the cup final could be huge. The cup final. Didn't like what you just watched there, Mr. Manager. No. Oh, the cup final for the Arsenal, whether they're going to bottle it type of thing. Yeah, no, I agree. Between City and Arsenal. No, I agree. Actually, you're quite right. 2-2, by the way. We do have 10 men, which is why we are now drawing this game. 2-2. I thought it was 2-1. See what I did there? But that was a backheel assist as well. That was really nice from them, wasn't it? Very nice goal from Torquay United, which is annoying. This is our chance to go top as well. Are Dorking still losing? We'll check. But let's see. They will play us between the first and second leg of the UCL as well. Wow. Like, Arsenal and City could play each other a load more times. Zaroli hits the keeper, saves, and then I think the post as well. Yeah, it really... It is definitely still up in the air. They also, Arsenal still go to the Etihad as well, don't they? Of course. Which is going to be so big in the title race. Right, Mane into Robinson. Into Mane. Can we go back in front? He goes down. It was a dive. Yago goes down. That's not a dive. I mean, it might have been a dive, but it's a penalty. Send him off, ref. It's a yellow card for Jensen Jones. We could retake the lead here just before the hour mark. Chucky has the chance from the spot. Score the goal, Chucky. That's what on... He's Brahim Diaz'd it. He's Diaz'd it. That was awful. It's fine. City aren't all that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. Nah, I think Arsenal still win it. The Room, in the conversation for the worst film of all time, along with Ed Wood. It was so terrible, it's utterly compelling. If you've heard of The Disaster Artist, that's a film based on the book of Tommy Wiseau's best friend and co-star Greg Sestero. I have not heard of that. More Palunka than Panenka. Very good, yeah. Can we have a replay on it? Nope, we don't need a replay of that. We just don't need a replay. We don't need to see that. There's 15 to play. Dorking have gone back top because they're now winning. No, they're not. They're now drawing. And my camera's getting too hot. It's all kicking off here, chat. Let me turn the other camera on. Let this one cool down. And see. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right, if I go... Hello? We're side camera. Why not? Okay, let's do subs and see if we can win this game now. Chucky's playing well, even though he missed that penalty. It's special. I can't look away. I love it. What's going to make the difference here? Do I go... Why are they they're the wrong way round? No wonder. I need to fix that after the game. Can someone remind me? Let's do Zaroli off for Yago. Let's put Yago there. We'll do Zaroli off for Brooke Myers. Always good for a goal. Let's do just that for now and see if that makes a difference. Come on, then. I'm going to go over here as well because it looks weird that I'm looking the wrong way. 10 to play. Can you go and win the game? Let's demand more of them. We've only got 10 men, so it's very unlikely, but let's see. I mean, they're probably going to score here. They're going to score here. He's in the middle. Good block. Good tackle, Pereira. Good. Robinson. This is terrifying defending. Yago. Myers. Right, 5 to play. Can the 10 men win the game and make the most that Dorking are drawing? Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. Chucky! Oh, he's missed the penalty. Now he's missed a really easy header. Oh, dear. It was a crazy game, Mushroom Man. Yeah, it was. What's Ohm? XWO, I like it. Right, 5 added on. I think, oh my word, they have turned it around. Dorking are winning. It's 2-1. We're actually going to fall even further behind them. That's a proper title race up there. We draw 2-2. And to be honest with you, I'm actually quite okay with that because down to 10 men, it was a bit of an issue, wasn't it? There was every chance we lose that game. They scored a lovely goal with a back heel. Let's. I'm going to do this in case we get the picture, and then we'll see. Yeah, no, I think he did deserve the They asked me, he elbowed somebody in the face. Of course he deserves to get sent off. I'm not going to appeal against that. I'm going to fine you half a week's wages instead, I think. Yeah, Torquay, you're doing very well as well. Look, Torquay are 5th. So away from home, down to 10. Really not that bad of a game or a performance or a result in the end. Let's gloss over the missed pen and the sitter at the end. Yeah. Do you have any saves you're doing in your own time and not recording? Yeah, Connor, I'm playing a Palace save. I've not played as much in the past few days as I want to. I've done 2 seasons with Palace. And yeah, it's I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. It's really good. Oh, Will, by the way, I actually didn't realize yours was a resub. Thank you for the 65 months before. Christ. I just saw you say hello. Thank you, Will Booty, for the resub. A legend. There you go. How many goals will they win by? That prediction has ended. Not so good. Do you rest players for a day after each match as a matter of course? I used to, but I don't generally. Not in this save. I just don't feel like we need to, but I definitely used to. Like, we've got a week between games here. Maybe when we got 3 days between, or when we get a bit further into the season, when they all start to tell me they're really tired, then we do that. Yes. Did you change the out of possession? Missed like 5 seconds. I actually didn't. Let's do that. Tactics. It is set up wrong on here, where these guys swap over. Corrected. There we go. Thank you, Desmano. Thank you, Ollie. Are your views on Patreon? Chaz, look. They can be, and I will do them today. Chaz, can you DM me right now and I'll just send it to you immediately, and then it will remind me to put it on Patreon, but also you'll get it much quicker. I have actually made this so that it is actually a thing. Look, it's got a logo. It's actually got the squad view, so that I can always use it in every save and stuff, and it is actually there, and it actually all fits. And I think you shouldn't have to. I mean, it will change slightly if you auto-size them. But yeah, the squad view is now a view that you can actually download, and I will put it on the Patreon. But Chaz, message me so that I can DM it to you. Anywhere. Discord probably is best. Or even if you just put it in the Patreon chat on Discord, I can post it in there. In fact, I can post it in there now, maybe. I'm going to post it in the Discord. Where is that? Where would that be saved? FM26 views. Right, chat. If you're a Patreon member, it's in the Patreon section of the Discord if you do want that. Mainly, I'm talking to you, Chaz. You don't need to DM me anymore. All good. Is this the year I get sacked? We need to check in on the women, actually. 3 counties. Women are... You're still in charge. 4 games, though. You are not top of the league. You've won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. Who did you lose to? You lost to Leafield, who are below us in the league. Is that as boss of the ladies or just a quarterback style? Yeah, no. That's... can I go back to that? No? Yes. That's not great. Have you still got... What was the name of that really good young player that the women had? It wasn't Ashley Griffith. You've got a real player now. Cody Thomas. Katrina St. John. Are these real people? I feel like these are real... No, they're not. Are they new gens that don't have faces? Why did the new... Abigail Taylor, that's her. She's still here then. Requested to move and wants to go to Spurs, but she is still around. We are persistent bottlers. Yeah. We are seeing that. Violet Dobson's now 29. But still pretty good. We need to get you promoted. Demi Devereaux. Are you real? I feel like I recognise that name as well. I don't know. Emily Taylor-Brown. She's real. Was at West Ham and Chelsea. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going, I guess. Accrington Stanley next. When's the Plymouth game? Wait, is that coming up soon? We play them in 3 games' time. Radojevic. How do you get mods, or is this not mod? How do you get mods? You search them up. and you download them from wherever is hosting them. It might be FM Scout or Sorted Out SI. But if you search for the specific mods, that's where you get them from. You can go on Steam and you can subscribe to them that way, but there's not loads that way. Is this a mod? What? I don't... Is what a mod? Do you mean the skin? The skin is modded, yeah. The whole... I don't know what that means necessarily. Mods! Leonie's a mod, that's true. Yeah. The home screen and every setting. The skin, I think, is what you mean. Yes, the skin is modded. If you search up Mr. Tinny skin, you can find one there. Chat! We have a bit of a conversation needed here, a discussion, a decision needing to be made. We can have one of the following as our affiliate club. Should we go for, which one's most likely to get into the Prem here? Bristol City, Ipswich, Blackburn Rovers. Bristol City is the closest, but Bristol City are 15th in the Championship. Blackburn might get promoted here. Should we go with Bristol City as it's near, or should we... Who was the other one? Blackburn, Bristol City, and Ipswich. Ipswich are top. Ipswich are top. It's actually them, isn't it? Yeah, who has the best youth academy? Blackburn Rovers have... Can I see that on here? Immaculate. Great youth facilities, great training facilities. What do Ipswich have? Oops. Superb. It's Ipswich, isn't it? We go with Ipswich. I know it's not close, but they could be a Premier League team next season. Probably will be a Premier League team next season. They've got amazing facilities. Should get the best youth players. I think we just go with Ipswich. Are we in agreement? I believe. Superb, yeah. Any discerning, any other strong feelings, chat? Do people think we should go with Bristol because it's closer, or do we go with Ipswich because they're better? I think we probably go Ipswich because they're better. Let's tell them. Ipswich Town. I suppose, is there any differences here? Annual fees 39k. About the same for all of them. A little bit more money for Blackburn. I think they're all the same. Ipswich will be able to send players on loan. No obligation to play the player. They may be recalled. We have the option to request a friendly between the two clubs, which is nice. Three counties will host and will keep all gate receipts. They are under no obligation to accept or play a full strength side. Once again, and then if we play in the same season, same league, it gets terminated. Bit of a track on the coach, but seems like the best shout. Yeah. Just check there's no differences here. No, they're all the same. We're going to go with We'll go with Ipswich. See if they can send us some players. We announce a link with Ipswich Town. That's fun, isn't it? An actual big update from today's stream. So we've got Malvern, the women's side, and then Ipswich of the Championship, potentially going up to the Prem this year as well. A further too much ban. That is expected for Ronaldo Flowers. He elbowed somebody in the face. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Blackburn is where a mate of yours plays. Nice. All right. Suspended John Pereira and suspended Ronaldo Flowers for Accrington Stanley here. We'll bring Simo in. And let's put Radojevic on the bench. Let's do Ronaldo Flowers out and Brooke Myers in. And we'll put... Yes, Hudlin on the bench. We'll go like this. Let's go back to here. Robertson, Simo, Johnson, Dodgson, Owen, Dodgson, Boyce Clark, Zaroli, Kirby, Myers, Yargo, Mane, Chucky. Luca's almost back. Luca could play. Let's play Luca. We'll just sub him, if I remember. I probably won't. The A12 also sucks big time. Most boring and most boring, worst road in the UK, I'd wager. There you go. Road discussions now. Look at that beautiful pitch. Beautifully mown pitch, that is. Well done, groundsman. There's the Accrington Stanley team. Popula leads the line for them. There's 10 championship appearances now as they had an injury crisis at centre-back and he got some games. That's very cool. Right, we'll keep an eye on how Dorking do as well. There's our lovely crowd. They're singing the Luca song because he's back from injury. That's quite cool, isn't it? I thought it was going to be a chance. There's not. Try Holy. As Stream Elements just says over here. Chat, you should check out Holy. A much better alternative to soft drinks. Get some sachets. Get some powder. Get yourself some lovely tasty drinks. I've got strawberry kiwi hydration drink today. And it is delicious. It is hydrating me through my stream. And they also sponsor 3 Counties as well. You'll see our lovely kits with their logo on. And hopefully soon, a stadium that actually has built-in advertisements in there as a custom stadium, which is very cool. It's 1-0 to Accrington Stanley. Who are they? When I can drink more than a few sips of water, I plan to. Yeah, Leonie, how are you doing? How is your recovery? I hate to see you not well. Can I cheer you up by just sending you more videos of Jack? Because that's basically that's the best I can offer, to be honest. When I get a cute video of Jack, I'm like, I'll send that to Leonie. She'll like that. You can. Okay, perfect. Do you want to see chat? Should I pause this game? Do you want to see baby Jack babbling? He's doing a lot of babbling at the moment. I feel like I can show you this. It's very cute. You need to hear it on the mic as well, though, for it to be fully appreciated. Let me pause the music and the game sounds. Can you hear game sounds or not? You can't. Ready? This is Jack's babbling. I mean, that's Cat's babbling. Yeah, I don't know how much you can hear that. Someone asked when we're getting him to play FM. Soon, hopefully. Soon. Have to get him making the old the 3 Counties chat. It does sound a lot like the old Lenny one, doesn't it? It does sound like that. Mad hair. It is mad hair. His hair is growing so quickly. It's wild. It's gone like when it just grew up and out, and now it's getting long enough that it's all like flattening back down. What a legend. What a boy. Right, let's continue. Let's continue. Brief little intermission to listen to Jack, and then we continue. He must be nearly 1. He's 9 months in about a week. 9 months in, 9 months out soon. Yeah, this he's 9 months, 24th. So we're getting there. Chucky! 1-1. My other favourite son.
His name's Chucky. He's a star. He is Caleb, Chuck, Woo, and Nick Cow.
This is a nice little near post finish, this, look. Brooke Myers, Chucky, 1-1. Yeah, time does fly. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, what are Dorking doing? They are winning their game. No, they're not. They're drawing their game to Solihull Moors, but we are also drawing, which is annoying. Do better. Can we find the lead before half-time? Hey, sister. The crowd are singing Chucky's name. Where? No, Mushroom Man, it doesn't. I don't think so anyway. Manny! 2-1, we do lead. That's a lovely finish. Very good. Talking of time flying, back to the decorating. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Does Maynard, thank you, dude. Enjoy the decorating. I hope that goes well as well. Isn't it the straightest road in the UK? Is it? There's a Roman road in Hereford, which is very straight. First cricket nets of the winter. Go well at TCFC. Burks, enjoy. Everyone's off to go and do lovely, lovely life things. Enjoy, lads. Thanks for hanging out. Right, here come Accrington Stanley. Very ginger head that man has. Good save, or it was just a miss? Just a miss. So does Jack sound anything like... like anything as much as cucumber? Yeah, yes. He literally eats everything now, to be honest. He had like 3 chips yesterday. His eating's very good. Loves tomatoes. Loves cottage cheese. Tell you what he loves most. He loves mashed potato with cottage cheese in it. It goes mad for that. Likes chicken. Yeah, no, he's a good little eater. Mane scored again. 3-1. Nice. A very good little eater. And he's also crawling about now, which is the craziest thing. His little gorilla crawl, but yeah. A man of refined taste, yeah. If you could bring an all-time great to play for your club, who would you pick? In this save, the dream is still Jared Bowen. I know he's not. Actually, he is. He is an all-time great. Pringle, by the way, has gifted a sub. I need to go gift a sub. Chat, say the word. If you say the word holy in the chat, I will gift you a sub. Potentially, / it will be random, but say holy in the chat and you give yourself more chance, maybe. If you're unsubbed, that is. If you are subbed, it won't be you. But, you know, that's just not how it works, really. But, yes, I will gift a sub now. Thank you, Pringle, for using your channel points for that one. I believe if I do gift 1, that will work. It does. Oh, game changer. I didn't know you could do that before. Chucky has scored again. Congratulations to whoever's going to get it. Still going to say it. Fair enough, yeah. It's gone to Hardinho. There you go, my friend. That is indeed Sam Cox from Baller League Morgs. You are watching on a delay again, aren't you? But yes. Corner to us. It's in again for Al Johnson because he's happy, and so are we. There you go, Hardinho. Enjoy your gifted sub. And you can say thank you to Pringle for saving his channel points for that one. There you go. Pretty sure literally one person who isn't sub said holy and they didn't get it. Nah. Chucky said it. Datura did. James said it. Zafar said it. Wizard Sleeve said it. None of them got it, but, but a few people said it. Nah, it's a random sub, so I just say gift 1 and then it goes to somebody in the chat. Oh, it's at the post. I was going to say it's 5-1, by the way. We were 1-0 down in this game, and now we are romping home. Mane has 2, Myers has 1, Chucky has 2, and Johnson has 1. Myers doesn't have 1. I lied. He's got an assist. Right, let's do subs, though. Dorking are also drawing. We are closing the gap to 1 if it stays like this. That's fun. How many we out in today? How many we out in today? What does that mean, then? You're going to have to translate that one beyond. Radojevic for Yargo. Favourite football kit ever is a great question. I'll tell you where my brain went immediately. And that might be the answer, but I don't know. Fiorentina 7-Up. Purple kit. That's where my brain went. I don't know if that's necessarily my favourite ever, but it's a good... Those are good kits. The specific one I'm thinking of. Maybe it's that. That'll be my answer. Hereford FC. From the side of country. So much complacency. What are they doing? Well, they're 5-1 up, I think, Andy, is probably why. I think it must be like a thing in the game for when you go really far ahead in a game that they start to make the players more complacent, I guess. Take Mane off so he keeps his 9 rating. I like it, actually. Yeah, preserve the rating. We've scored another goal. Yeah, the Batty goal one, exactly, Joe. That's the one I was thinking of. Was it the kit or the fact he was wearing it? I mean, it's all the aesthetic, isn't it? It all goes together. It's all of it, all together. Weird, because I did not know that was my answer, but when you asked the question there, that's where my brain went. So, weird. Who scored that goal, by the way? Was it Chucky? It was Kirby. Nice. Feels like we scored so many goals today. I think we have, to be fair. Seems very bright. Is that a Skybox thing? Is it because of this? That's a weird sky, to be fair. By the way, Bassy Boy, if you use the stadiums mod, which I do, which this isn't a custom stadium, but it still changes the sky. It ends up being a little bit bright, but he is saying that he's going to fix it. Just FYI, if you use that. I think it might... Oh, I can't even... It's not letting me change it here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not loaded it in as a custom Skybox for this game. It won't let me change it at the moment. Either way. They look a bit bright, don't they, the players? We've scored, Brooke Myers. Nice. We've got a song for Myers, haven't we? We might as well listen to it. It's a bit loud again. He scores a goal. Not even the words. Best kit ever might well be the Euro 96 England goalie kit. Did you see? This is a tangent. Liverpool had a warm-up kit, warm-up shirts, jumpers, tops that they came out in for the... I think it was it the Sunderland game? I think it might have been it might have been last night, but I think it was the Sunderland game that were inspired by like the old David James keeper kits. I think Brad Friedel wore that keeper kit at Liverpool. It's like the purple stripes on there. Glorious it was. Glorious. It is fun what Adidas are doing now. They've got Adidas back at Liverpool. They're doing like all of these actual like retro throwback ones based on Adidas ones, which is cool. My complacency annoyance is when you are so far ahead, bring the fringe players on for game time and they complain that they wish they stayed on the bench. Yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Yeah, 90s goalie kits were just like really eccentric ones were really cool, weren't they? Let's keep Mane then as requested. Mane can keep his 9.2. And Kyle Hudlin's coming on. Because we've got added time to play and he might score. Or he might win one header in that time. Very nice. We're 7-1 winners, by the way. When I think of Liverpool kits, I think of Carlsberg when I was so young. Me too. Me too. Like these ones. Like, I mean, that's not far. That isn't the one, but it's not far off it. Look. David James. We're going to focus on it. It might not focus because it's not a head. Can I get you to focus? Come on, focus on David James. If I move out of the way, maybe it will. There you go. Oh, I did it. That. Like, Carlsberg kit with, like, it's green and purple. You should never design a kit that's green and purple. But it works. So good. Right. What do you think about this new update? A bit meh. Like, all good, but it's also incremental, the little changes and updates and stuff. I think they're all good changes. I think it's a bit annoying that they removed the game speed options. Put those back in, please. But generally, yeah, good. Is it game changing? Not necessarily. Do I wish they were slightly more, do a bit more each time? Yeah. But also, it's still all good news. Just keep them coming, basically. Remember when Atletico were broke and had random movies on their kits? It's like the Spider-Man one, isn't it? There's a Fernando Torres wearing a Spider-Man Atletico shirt that is just glorious, isn't it? Venezia 21-22 away shirt is a newer favourite of mine. I do really like the Venezia ones. Like this obviously a home, but like this one. That is a classic shirt, and it's really not that old, is it? Is that 21-22? Does it say it anywhere? I don't know. But yeah, I've got a few of those cool ones. By the way, oh, what a cool shirt that is. Catanzaro. Just chucked on the floor, so there you go. Right, let's continue. Can I put the main camera back on now? Probably. Let's do that. His name's Chucky. Turn that one off. Turn that one on. Hello? Come on. Hello? Maybe it's not going to work. Ah, there we go. Right, the Ronaldo Flowers chants going on in the background as well. We just won 7-1, chat. Who do we think we are winning 7-1? We are still not winning the league, though. 13 games in, we are behind Dorking Wanderers. I think between streams, I will play some more games as well to try and keep this going. Because it does look like, despite us not being top of the league, it does look like we've kind of got ourselves in a good run of things. We did draw a game, but it was that game that we were down to 10 men in, weren't we? So that kind of explains that one. 7-1 win, 4-1 win, either side of that is pretty good. I'm biased here, but the Denmark 86 World Cup jersey was amazing. It was, to be fair. That's the one with like, is it like the diamondy one? That was a beauty, Jaybirds. So do you know what? I will forgive your bias with that one. I fully agree. Fun kit fact. First club in England to have a shirt sponsor was Kettering Town. They're also the highest scoring club in FA Cup history. Are they still? As in, like, that can't be true. I guess they play, like, earlier rounds. So, maybe. I was just thinking, like, surely teams that get to the final more often have more rounds and more games to play. I think Villa are second. Villa one makes more sense. We've got a Stevenage job interview. I will definitely decline this, but a League 2 job interview is quite fun, isn't it? No, thank you, though. Thanks, lads. Nostalgic Reaper just joined first time. Loving the content on YouTube. Just saw that you were live through here. Through there. Keep going. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping in as well. Very kind. Tends to be Premier League clubs have fewer because they come in at round 3. Yeah, that's what I've realised. And actually, if you're coming in round 1 or even qualifying rounds, that's a lot of chances to score lots of goals, isn't it? So that does make sense. Like, Macclesfield have played more games in the FA Cup than what a Prem team would have had to take to the final now. Yeah, I guess so. It's just interesting that it's Kettering Town. Good fact. Good fact, that. That could be a good pub quiz question, couldn't it? Because I don't think, unless you know, you don't know. That's a good point. One of my country's pundits said that when it comes to a manager or head coach quality, championships are on par with 5 European top leagues. Do you agree? As in the championship? Championship on par with the 5 European top leagues? Not quite, but not that far off, no. I wouldn't... The general point that the championship there's a lot of managers in the championship that could work in them, then yeah, maybe. Can we see the return of covering 90 Morgs? It's funny you say that, and I know you won't see this for hours now at this point, but yes, we have had a chat this week about doing some more covering 90 videos, and it's very much on the agenda. Yes. He was born there. Who's that? Kettering, also the home of Sean Dyche. There you go then. Right, let's do Barnet at away. Let's rest a couple of people here. Let's bring in... Well, John Pereira can come back. Or let's play him at left centre-back. And put you on the bench for... Carrington, I guess. You sound like him when you've got a cold. Nice. Returning to that channel in time for the Arsenal fall-off. Maybe, Otto, yeah. Weirdly, it's really Arsenal coded that channel in a weird way. Like, we had the Fabregas video, very Arsenal. We had a Diaby video, very Arsenal. Weird. All right, let's do... I wanted to rest you, but we don't really have a left back, so you're going to play. Let's give Kirby a rest for Taylor Richards. Mane, Radojevic, Myers. What league standard is John Pereira? It's a good question. Leading League 2. Honestly, if you can find... Where's his face gone? He had a face at the start of today's stream, and now it's gone again. What? Why? Even though he's unambitious, he is getting better, look. And he's got potential Premier League standard again. What a man. He hasn't actually been that great for us. 7.12 is actually better than I thought. Let's play him. Let's go. Let's just do the same there. Barnet away. Come on. Exactly. The work permit likely filter. Even the work permit not likely filter and then signing them and giving them an ESC place could be really OP, couldn't it? If the Championship was as good as a top 5 league, you'd expect Prem clubs to completely dominate European football, which they don't. No. But at the same time, they sort of do. Not dominate European football, but Skybox. Oh, I've got the menu on. I think that's why. There you go. Look at where the Prem teams finished in the Champions League stage. And I feel like you could use the word dominate there quite easily, couldn't you? But still, wasn't really my point that I was making. I was just theorizing on what somebody said, didn't I? Determination 1 is mind-blowing, honestly. It's really annoying, isn't it? Amara due for next season, I reckon. He does go quite low down, doesn't he? Yeah, Spurs got 4th in the Champions League rankings. Exactly. There's a lot of depth, and there is a lot there, yeah. Also, 2 of the 3 European trophies were won by English clubs. Exactly. It's quite... They do quite well, the English teams in Europe at the moment, don't they? And it's explainable because of how much money there is, etc., etc. But yeah. Whether that means the Championship is as good, not quite, but the Championship is certainly a higher standard than some of the second tiers in lots of other countries, maybe. And then we weren't even really saying that. We were saying it's the managers, right? Is what we were talking about. I think a lot of high quality managers would come and manage in the Championship rather than say like a lower table team in say France or something. Like they take a job at a Middlesbrough, for example, over a Lorient. I don't know why those teams, but you see my point. That was the point, wasn't it, before? How you doing, Cow Shagger? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're well, my friend. Penalty given here, and Chucky's going to take it. He Panenka the last one straight down the middle. So let's see what he does with this one. Scores it. Now it doesn't matter as much.
His name's Chucky.
1-0.
He's a star. He is Caleb Chuckwu Emeka. He scores goals.
Where?
At the lane.
Lovely finish. Thank you. 1-0.
Chucky is his name.
Yeah, the Wolves point's a good one as well, isn't it? That's true. Canu into... I like Barnet's orange kits. They're fun. I like a team with like a colour scheme that's a bit different. Barnet being orange. All right. 10 to play till half-time. Not many fans have turned out for this one, but fair play to those lads that have come along. I've changed a few players here and we are still winning. What's the Dorking result? We'll check that in a second as well, won't we? Good save, Barnet. Yeah, Josh Robinson. Cleared for a corner. Always good me, mate. I should be doing work while having you on my second monitor, keeping me company. Love that, Cowshagger. Hope the work goes well, my friend. Honestly, it's just that the English lower leagues all the way to tier 6-7 has better crowd attendances than a lot of other countries' second or third tier equivalent. It's just different, isn't it? Yeah. You still see some wild calls though about how good or how bad some of the things. It's very different to difficult to quantify. I saw somebody making a point about how the Australian league is as good as the Championship, and then people disputing it, and then you look at which players come across and play in those two leagues. Love that cow shag. I know that's Twitch down to a T, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. But we have seen the likes of Company and Carrick and lots of others from that league, Maresca, come in and like manage in the top leagues and not look like it was a massive problem to do that. You know, so yeah, that's probably it, isn't it? Aussie League is National North, if that. Yeah, it's difficult to quantify because you have players go into those different leagues and you use those players as the example to try and quantify, but it's also different for different players and it depends on the environment and things, isn't it? Crystal Palace is tied in the Conference League with Lech Poznan, which is very much not a top 5 league club. Yeah. Which is a better... Yeah. Which team's better, though? if you're being objective. Which team has better players and is a better team, Lech Poznan or Crystal Palace? I think you probably know the answer, don't you? I guess. Maybe that's English bias. If they played each other 10 times, what were the results 10 times? Lech Poznan, yeah. Chuck it over! Also, yeah, Polish best team versus Prem's 14th place team. Exactly that too. Also that as well. And even then, it's a completely different conversation when it's like in Europe playing each other in one-off games compared to if you put Lech Poznan into the Premier League for a season, where would they finish type of thing. That's a different conversation, isn't it? Because it's all about styles of play and how they match up against one another and match up against other teams in the European competitions. It's actually almost impossible to really say, isn't it? Karabakh beat Frankfurt, yeah. Which is still quite some way from the Championship and European top 5. I don't really know what's going on, Rapidla. I don't know if you're like arguing or like or what point you're trying to make, really. Macclesfield beat Palace, yeah. I'm kind of lost in the conversation now that I just, yeah, feel like we've made some, I feel like I've addressed it and made some points that are like to show that it's very difficult to actually quantify. And my general argument, you know, well, not argument, general feeling on it. Lech Poznan is worse than a top 5 club and Palace is much better than Championship clubs. Okay. Is this an FM skin? This is an FM skin, yes. This is my own version of a custom skin, yeah. I still love to see Celtic Rangers in the Prem Championship, yeah. That is just a classic debate, isn't it? Want to start a debate, just bring that up, see what people say. I've not done subs here, but we are 1-0 up with 10 to play. I should probably take Chucky, who's injured, off. I should probably take a very tired Brooke Myers off. Let's do Yago there. Apprehensive. Let's do, in fact, I'm going to change you as well. All of the changes. The what if questions that, to be honest, I'm curious about are like, what if players like Maradona played in today's game? Yeah, those are, again, it's so difficult. I love this one. I've got a really weird, oh, they've equalised. They've equalised with 10 to play. That's not great. What's your skin's name? It doesn't have a name yet. It's called Clayts FM26 skin. It's not available to download at the moment, Chanmei. If you do exclamation mark skin, it explains everything. If you wanted to download something that is akin to this, get the Mr. Tinney skin, because I've used that skin and made some tweaks to it type of thing. Where is Sterling in your game? I actually don't know. We can check. Because we're 4 seasons in, aren't we? I can check after. What are we talking about? We're talking about like Maradona in today's game. Like, obviously geniuses, but it's such a different game back in like the 80s that if you put, it's the Peter Walton DLC, exactly that. If you put Maradona in today's game, would he actually be good against these physical monsters? It's so hard to know. But then, are you then adjusting your idea on Maradona to make him a physical monster because he's also playing in today's game? People say yes, of course. Watch the Maradona clips and look how slow everything is. Like, you'd think so because he's a genius. He was a genius. But like, actually, like in a race, Jacob Murphy pulverizes him. But then are you adjusting everything to say that actually this is Maradona in the modern game? The ball is also, yeah, exactly. And then the ball's different and the pitches are so much better. And there's so many other things that switch it back across to that way and stuff. It's so impossible to actually say. But when you go back even further, Benny Ashley Steele, by the way, just scored a last-minute winner there. I didn't press the button, but we should all arf right now.
Arf.
Benny has just scored a last-minute winner. He did, yeah. That's a very good goal from him and a very good result, back post header. The great players would still be great. They'd adapt to the conditions, IMO. Nobody tackles anymore. Imagine what he would do in that situation. Exactly. So there's like, I am not making the point that they would be good or they'd be bad. I'm just saying that it's so different. It's so difficult to actually be able to tell. I think you're probably right. Think about like if he wasn't being hacked at like waist height every 2 minutes, if he could win a free kick every time someone tried to foul him, and also if he had all of the benefits of sports science from today's world and stuff, it would all make that difference, wouldn't it? And geniuses are geniuses back then and before. I keep seeing the same clips of Alan Hansen, and I loved my nan used to talk about Alan Hansen all the time, like really interesting when he talked like best defenders. She loved Alan Hansen. You see like all of the clips of him and I'm like, he looks simultaneously unbelievable and awful because of the ball and because of the pitches that they played on. It's one of those, isn't it, where you're like, but then the movement, you can see that he's a class footballer as well. Maradona wouldn't have a World Cup in today's game because of the glorious VAR. True, very true. That's exactly my opinion. You can't actually compare them from different generations because there are so many variables that make them impossible to compare. It's not even like when you say generations, it doesn't need to be that far apart to make it very difficult to compare players. Loads of people rate Hansen. Yeah. I see it because people are rating him type of stuff from his Liverpool early days. Well, not even early days when he played. Like if you compared now Henry to modern footballers, to players that are playing now, you also can't really compare them because there are still so many variables between them. Like he was better than that player. Was he? How could you possibly know? I would love it. Have you seen, there's like films, I swear, where people have done this and tried to do this, or like people have tried to recreate it. Like some like simulations and stuff. You'd love it. On a generations thing, Joe Cole would have a much better career these days. Do you think he was ahead of his time? Early Joe Cole, maybe. Late Joe Cole became a bit of a numbers man. He became like at Chelsea. Chelsea Joe Cole was brilliant. How do you lock in a player for the season? If you use the editor H, you can do a future transfer for him, and if you put a future transfer in place, he won't move because he'll be locked in at that club because of he won't be nobody be able to buy him. That's what you usually do. Exactly. You just, if you go back 10 years from now, 15 years as you say, and watch a game from those times, go on the Premier League website and watch those games from 2005, 2015 even, and you'll see how different it was. I watched, what was it, it was a Champions League final, might have been one of the United Barca ones, and I was, it's like, it is genuinely like watching a different sport sometimes. It's just, the game changes so much, and when you get older you realise this, I think. So yeah, it just makes it very difficult to compare them. Oh, I mean, like, how would I lock him so he plays every game he can? Are you simulating at H? Because if you're not simulating, just play him, just pick him. If you are simulating, when you go on holiday here, pick him in your team, pick him in your lineup without the other players that are in, and make sure you click use team selection and tactics where possible, and then any players that you've picked will stay in the team. It's these options here. You watched Ali Dia and he was robbed of an all-time great career if Souness didn't sub him off. Didn't you say that he should have got the assist or something as well when you were talking about it? 2008 one, yeah, maybe. I've got a fairly long-term save to submit. Do you want a zip folder of 20 files from various milestones or just the end one? Just the end one. And when I have a look at it, if I want more, I'll message you and see if I get other ones. The end one's fine, though, just to tell the story, basically. That'd be great. Thank you, dude. Can we link that again, by the way? If you're watching and you have a really good FM26 save, please send it to me for a video that I'm going to record this week. I want some really cool ones to sort of showcase and go through for a video. Also, excuse me. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, there's loads of you watching on YouTube at the moment. Very cool. Please leave a like. It helps a lot. And thank you for being here this Sunday morning. My dad reckoned Gary Speed was the best player he saw live. Posh versus Newcastle in 2002. I love that. I love it when it's like that. No, he was class. He was a good footballer, Gary Speed. You have an FM22 save in 2139. Maybe at some point I'll have that. I think I'm going to do just 26 saves, Otto, for this one. What's your ideal England World Cup starting 11? I actually don't know. I CBA to even think about England right now until it's the World Cup, and then I'll be all over it, obviously. But, don't know. Pickford. Reece James be cool if he was fit. That'd be nice. One that hopefully wins. I can't be. I was going to go through it, and then I just got lost all interest. You literally probably saw that in my face that I was going to go through it, and then I was like, I actually can't be asked. Wish I could have a time machine and go back and sit a couple of rows behind me and my dad at that first Posh game. That'd be so cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, Chucky, we've got the Plymouth game now. This is very important. If we're going to make money back, because we don't have loads of money at the club at the moment, we do need to go and win this game here. Let's bring Farrell Johnson back in. Play him that side. Let's bring... Defense is fine. Let's bring Nia Kirby back in. Mane, Luca, Myers. Ronaldo Flowers is still suspended anyway. As a United fan, Roy Keane was a beast in midfield. Put him in today's game, he'd be suspended all the time. Likewise, put Bruno in a team 10 years ago, be broken. Yeah, I mean, difficult to argue with a lot of that. But then would he be suspended all the time? Because would he adapt his game to the way that the game's refereed these days? Probably. I watched, did anyone see this? Because it was doing the rounds yesterday. Did you see that Jamie Redknapp tackle on Cahill? On Tim Cahill? It's horrendous. He's playing for Spurs. He goes way over the ball and it's like a leg breaker tackle. Yeah. And he's like going, what, ref? Nah. What, you're going to book me for that? He gets booked and it's horrendous. It was a video doing the rounds yesterday on Twitter or something. It's so ridiculous. The England left back spot is seriously confusing, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Nico O'Reilly would have had that role locked down if he hadn't have been brilliant in midfield over the past few weeks. Nico O'Reilly, by the way, serious footballer. The only thing that is stopping him being really good at the moment is he gets to about 60 and looks like he's been hauling a train behind him for most of the game, because he's 19, and you don't quite have that stamina to go the whole game. Genuinely, it's so noticeable. That Liverpool City game, best player on the park for the first 20. Liverpool kind of got back into it a bit, but by the second half you forgot that he was playing. But at one point I was like, is he the best player in the league? That's how good he was playing. But yeah, he nearly plays every game though, which is again a real indictment of how highly rated he is. He is really good. Sure, and Slab should be called up next month, probably. Yes. The way he looks surprised at being booked, exactly as Eagleman. It's brilliant. So funny. But yeah, once he can play full 90s at the level, he is, yeah, serious footballer. Because he's massive. He's 6'4", beautiful on the ball, great engine until he gets tired. But yeah, he's basically fixed your midfield. He's like what Reinders should have been, if Reinders could defend it at all, or wanted to defend it at all, right? Right, let's pick a team for Plymouth. Maguire, Boney, Carrington. Shall I bring Carrington on the bench? Do we need him? Maybe. Very happy to see Tuchel extending his contract. I think I'm quite happy with that, actually. Just in a sense of let's really treat it really long term, maybe. Luke Shaw's a really talented player. Shame he's such a problem staying fit. Hasn't Luke Shaw played every game this season? Or there or thereabouts. He's actually stayed fit this year. But he's mainly played as under Amum, he's a third centre-back, wasn't he? How do we fit Rodgers, Palmer, Bellingham, Saka, Foden in? Yeah, I don't know. It's very dark here. We need the sky to load it. Lads, why is it so dark? I think I can fix this, but it's turn the lights on. I think they forgot to put the floodlights on. This is one of the thing with the custom stadiums thing. Sometimes you have to fix this. I'm not even sure I can fix it. Oh. But there you go. Fixed it. I don't know why it's a custom stadium thing. I think that the way that the Skybox works, this is very technical modding stuff. From my understanding, the way that the Skybox works, it either does or doesn't provide light that are separate to the floodlight lights that the game puts in. So if you have a night game but it does the sky, it's very difficult to get the level of the lighting from the Skybox type of thing. Something like that anyway. That's why it happens. Luca in behind though. Mane. Over. Is there an electrician in the crowd? There must have been. Somebody's fixed it, which is nice. Chucky. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson, Zaroli. It's a good start here. League One at Plymouth. We love an FA Cup run here at Three Counties. Josh Robinson to the byline. Off the post and away. That was the chance for one that was still on the attack here. We've still got it. Cleared now. He's a golden boy and he's making all the noise with it. We might do it today, chat. If you lock in YouTube chat, we might get the 100 likes whilst we're live. Which for some reason is an aim. I don't know why. Because it always goes over 100 likes when it becomes a VOD anyway. But we're on 79 and there's a whole load of you watching. If you could drop a like, somebody just unliked. Brilliant. We might get to 100. Also, Morgs, just watching on a delay, just said Defo Ipswich. Yeah, Twitch chat, you could go across and like as well. That'd be cool. The Ghanaian politician apologising to Maguire after criticising him in a speech the year prior is hilarious. I didn't see that he apologised. I remember that happening when he criticised him. Chucky, 1-0. Is he on? Chucky may have just given us the lead. He has. Against Plymouth. Come on.
His name's Chucky.
Bum, bum, bum.
He's
It
a
was
star.
Pringle that unliked.
Sailor, chalk, blue,
Good finish. Slots it past the keeper. Three Counties lead against League One Plymouth.
And we sing, Chucky is his name.
Boom. John Pereira only player on a 7 average rating. He actually is. He's a great player. John Pereira. Plur. Pringle liked and unliked. What a mischievous man. It's 1-1. Laurent Tollage. Tollai. Offside? We might be saved by... We are saved by the flag. It's still 1-0. Lovely. That's good news. There you go. 87 likes. 13 away from your 100. Today might be the day that we do it live. Lucas free kick. Mane. Cleared. Near. Far. John Pereira. I'm not sure it works. I know you're really pushing this, but I'm not sure it works. Kirby! Oh, off the bar. Mane! Could have been 2. A bit unlucky. If we don't win this now, we might kick ourselves because we've had chances as well. League One. I must remind you, Plymouth are League One. And we are dominating here. Why do we do this every year, though? Why are we so dominant? Listen to the crowd singing the Chucky song. They've just scored. Chris Nichols. How out of tune does that sound? I love it. Good goal, 1-1. We are going to kick ourselves for missing chances. Oh, dear. Half time, though. It's been a good half, except for that conceded equaliser. His name's Chucky. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Dodgson and Dodgson locking in after we try to replace him. He really is. Chat, there's the link. Click that YouTube link and go and like the stream. There you go. I'm going to stop pushing it now. You can just do that. Finish it all off. Done. It's been a good half until it wasn't right at the end. Yeah. Mumba down the left. Ibrahim. Hughes. Good. I was going to say good save. He did save it. It was a little bit flappy, but he did save it. Corner to them. From the side of country. Clear it. Kirby away. Right. Let's get to 60 and think about changes. We're playing well, though. Kirby. Pereira. Patient build-up. Mane. Through ball. Luca's in. Keeper's come out and missed it. He's nowhere near it. 2-1.
Yeah, he's making all the noise with
Radojevic.
He's falling down the chick,
Making magic on the pitch. Radojevic.
That song actually gets stuck in my head now. I didn't think it would, but keeper is in no man land. Joanna Lumley, nowhere near it. That serves you right for putting Joanna Lumley in goal. I think it's just Joe Lumley, isn't it? You can mod the move in electronic balls now. You can, yeah. I wonder if they might be modded in the stadium that Bassy Boy does as well. They're a bit more tricky to do, but you can. Mane for 3-1. Cleared. Luca. Oh, it's blocked. Goalie performance has not been absolutely fabulous. Very true. Very true. Chat, what type of roast shall I have? But more important, absolutely fantastic. Fabulous. Yeah, good. More important matters. Going for a roast in a bit. What shall I go for? I assume they've got all of the hits. Mane. To the post. Wafer thin beef. Nah. Beef is usually what I go for, though. Bit of horseradish. Can you get a mix? You might be able to get a mix. I don't know at this place. Lamb if an option. I might do lamb if it's an option, actually. And ask for a Yorkshire, because, you know, you gotta. Usually go for pork. If they've got like a pork belly one, then yeah. Usually it's beef for me, though. But I like to mix up. The one I never go for, and is this controversial? I never go for chicken if I go out for a roast. You went for a cooked breakfast. Very nice, Pav. That was nearly 2-2. We were very open on the break there. We are only leading by 1, despite how dominant we've been here. 60 out on the clock. Let's do subs to try and see this home. Just seen you reply to my message about Sam Cox. I'm getting there, Clayts, more, because this is... Honestly, there's about 5-6 more that you've got coming up. I love this as a weird little thing that happens every stream. Especially as you came in today and said, I'm watching live today. You liar. You're about 2 hours behind now. Right, Dodgson and Dodgson is a bit tired. We don't really have a left back, so he stays on. Mane can be replaced. We've got Yargo. Let's do him. Let's also... Oh, I didn't put him on the bench, did I? Let's do Taylor Richards for Kirby in the midfield as well. Everyone look forward to in about 45 minutes. Morg saying, lamb. Always beef or pork, beef or lamb. Pork isn't consistent enough, IMO. Yeah. Interesting. Same. I don't know why, but I rarely have chicken when I'm out full stop. I think it's because it's quite easily replicable at home. Like, it's quite easy to make really nice chicken at home, I feel like. Whereas there's a bit more effort goes into making good beef, maybe. Is that... I don't know. Definitely, I don't know what it is. What is my thinking? But that is what I do. That 90s beef couldn't make it in today's game. No way. Different pitches. Oh, my word, that was close. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson out wide. Come on then. A third goal, please. Make sure we go through to the second round. A lovely Prem team in the third would be beautiful for this year. That's a good ball. Chucky. Over. Our belly, your potting. Yeah, different condiments these days. That 80s beef wouldn't be able to put up with today's horseradish. I actually think maybe, what do you reckon, chat? 80s horseradish or today's horseradish? Which is stronger? I reckon it would have been creamier back in the day. People lived life way more frivolously in terms of how much like fat content and things like creams, I reckon, back in the day. The 80s had a big dessert push, didn't they? 80s mustard is the goat. I don't really like goat. Is pork arse cheaper than pork belly? Yeah, I think so. What are we waffling about? That is genuine waffle. Genuine waffle. Right, 7 minutes to go. Let's see this one get through. Yargo, make it 3. Should do. Lovely goal from Yargo. Get your samba drums out. Ole, ole.
Ole, ole.
Plymouth is selling. Plymouth are out. Tell you that. Lovely finish from our Brazilian. 3-1. 5 to play. Let's do subs to waste time. A big win. I don't know what money we'll make from this, but it shouldn't be too bad. It'll be a sellout at home, and our ground's pretty big these days. The goat is mustard. That was Coutinho like it was, wasn't it? This is so local radio. It's very Partridge, isn't it? Has horseradish got stronger over the years? I'm going down to the local horseradish, the local Coleman's factory to talk to the... Christ. My wife is Polish, so I don't get roast unless I go pay at Toby's Carvery. Ah, posh boy Lee. Just make your own. Just do it. Just do it. Norfolk Knights is very Norfolk Knights, isn't it? Right. Nice work, everyone. We are through in the FA Cup. That's a massive win. Commons was Norwich as well. See? It all links together. Guess the noise and win a signed pen. Here's a woman to tell you the rules. Right. Oh, God. Do I click more buttons or not here? We're okay. I'm going to save the game, chat. If this loads. We've got a press conference for... I'm not going to that. I'm going to save the game. I made my mum a birthday dinner a couple of weeks ago. She always does prawn cocktail at Christmas, so I made a bit of a posher version. She loved it. That's nice. Nice one. That was a big 80s thing as well, wasn't it? Prawn cocktail. I say this as someone who's born in 1991, but, you know, there's residual 80s stuff going on in my childhood. Imagine if we play Ipswich next round. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That would be fun. Right, when is the draw? Do we have the draw soon? FA Cup first round. Does it say when? Say when. Obviously when my tongue's out. No, probably not. Let's go here and see. Hasn't been drawn yet, but let's get the draw. Yeah, maybe, Pav. That may be true, actually. That might be true. Melon as a starter was an 80s crime. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. In your opinion, should the FA Cup replay format make a return? I don't really have strong feelings about it, to be honest. Continue sometimes not working. I've not had that. That was the only time it kind of like things. Probably for the sake of like lower league clubs, but at the same time, I think it's very overstated about how important it is to these lower league teams. Like it's one or two teams a cup run type of thing, but we won't get into all that today. Check finances. Yes, we were on about 25k, weren't we? We're down to 13k. We're about to go into the red, chat. Give me your top 10 fruit. Text in 86476 starting with fruit as your answer. Should we do a text in it? We could actually do that. If I got like a burner phone with a number, we could do a text in segment every stream. That would be turn it into a radio show, basically, couldn't we? Right. Anyway, chat. What is we are at what? About 22. I tell you what, I think we might call it there for today. Only because we played the... I'll tell you what, we're going to go find out who we draw in the next round, and then we may do that. Mike Jones still has the same phone number. You're at a negative around 100k. Yeah, to be fair, we were at negative, yeah. All right. Racing's happy with the outcome. Good stuff. Watford. We've got Watford. Who are, I assume, championship second round. Are we at home? It's at home against Watford. That could be a bit bad. It could be a bit bad. Mainly because if we lose to a championship team, they're not a championship team. They're a League One team. They're rubbish. We just beat Plymouth. We'll beat these. Your boys are about to take a hell of a beating, Village. They are also in League One, which is funny, isn't it? So maybe we'll be okay. I feel like we can beat League One teams at home. We'll see though, won't we? Either way, that hopefully will give us a little bit of extra money next time. Annoyingly, it is away. It is at home, so we don't get quite as much. But it's not for a while. Maybe next stream. My fullback defended well. 10 out of 10 patch. Nice. Maybe that's what we'll do for next time. Maybe I'll play these games off stream. Although, tell you what I'll do, chat. We'll play up until the end of this filed game. We'll come back next time where we play Dorking away. Massive game. We just broke our Did we break our attendance record? That's very fun. Did it come up as a news item? I'll have a look. We'll play title rivals Dorking Wanderers and then straight into Watford afterwards. And it gives me, what, these six games? 1, 2, 3. 6 games to play off stream. How does that sound? I think that works out quite nicely. Does it say that? No. But maybe we did. I assume we did, but very cool. Right, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out, though. There is potential for midweek. I say it every week, but yes, for sure, midweek potential. All things going well. There is, I am very much trying to do that, yes. Enjoy your pork belly. Laters. Enjoy whatever you're up to, guys. Thank you very much. Right, we will drop... Let me just go and check, actually. There were, right now, 368 of you watching on YouTube, which, by the way, very kind. Thank you, legends, for watching. Very, very kind. We need 8 more likes, though, before we finish off the stream to get to 100. I feel like you can do it right now. Was it in news, was it? Maybe I'll check it, AJ Cold. 93. Get it to 100. Thank you very much. Check news, was it? FA Cup. I'm sure. I believe you. I believe you. Right, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to leave it there for today. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your Sundays. You guys are legends. Leave a like on the stream if you're watching it as a VOD as well. That can help too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. There's videos coming out this week as well. And have a lovely rest of your Sundays. I hope your team wins, unless it's Arsenal. See you soon. Bye, everyone. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. We're back. See you, everyone. See you later. Bye, everyone. It's very cool, isn't it, Beyond? Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, team. Love you. Bye. Bye.